Okay. Okay.
key to owning Hydro Flask, right? You're using it for water. You're gonna put 3 ice cubes in it. Fill it with water. Filtered water. Shake that bitch. It's like, and then legit for hours, just ice cold.
I want you to know that I had just switched over to our cameras on OBS, so we started with you explaining that for the the water. And yo, you look so passionate saying it too. You're just like legit hours.
Hours, like,
Yeah,
bro,
if
it's.
y'all see it, Mugen putting y'all onto some early game real quick for your.
I mean,
for
that
your
is probably
Hydras.
the most tame thing I could be saying off stream.
To
like,
be
go
honest,
into. Like,
to be
I
honest,
definitely said like way worse, way more worse.
oh,
And
absolutely,
what's going
absolutely.
on, guys? This is We Be Chatting, episode 26.
26, baby. We here.
26, baby.
Y'all know,
We've been
y'all,
doing this
y'all
for
know.
26 weeks.
Even though it's for a good reason, y'all know we definitely gonna flame Alpha when he comes back for missing 2 weeks straight.
Oh, word. Yo, if any of you have been following him on social media, you'll see why. This is
Somebody
the
come
second
get
week
this
that
man. Somebody come get this man.
This
This
is the
man is
second week that he's
lost.
not here, because he is in the great white north.
He's trying to get some northern winds in him. You know?
He's
The northern breeze.
exploring his heart.
Yo, my man is out here.
We're very happy for him. We'd
It's a
love to
fact.
see it.
But you know we gotta flame him when he comes back. Bro, y'all know why I missed the 2 weeks
absolutely.
though. Bro, y'all be blowing, y'all blowing mines. Y'all motherfuckers blowing mines, bro.
Of course, we always got to give him a hard time. We obviously don't mean it, but like, we just got to give him a hard time because it bothers him so much.
Listen, I tell this all the time to some of my closer friends. If I don't flame you here and there, then I don't really love you.
I don't really like you. Like, exactly.
Like if I'm always super cordial with you, then I don't really fuck with you. That's how you know that you're just like like somebody that I know. That shows
You're a
type of
background character. You're like an NPC in my life. Like, you're not even part of the supporting cast.
You're every time your dialogue pops up, I'm like this, pressing the A button. Like, all right. Are you gonna give me anything?
Skip.
No.
Right.
Out of here.
Fetch quest for your cat? Man, fuck your cat.
That's a fact. It's GG's. Get that cat out of here. Niggas don't even like cats like that, so get that shit all the way the fuck out of here.
Definitely throwing that shit in the river.
I'm a dog, man. Yo, so I think we should start off with that. Since it's still fresh in both of our minds, we just watched it fairly recently. What if Hank Pym went to go get what was her name? Jane? It's Jane or Janet Van Dyne? I think it's Jane.
Janet.
One of the two. What if when Hank Pym went to go get her in the quantum realm, she was actually infected with a disease that mutated her brain. It attacked her brain and mutated it so that she was pretty much a zombie. Bit him, and because of how the what if the logic in some of these shows works, which it didn't really make sense if I'm being honest. Because if you're saying that this attacks your brain, then you're pretty much brain dead when you're a zombie. But apparently these zombies are still able to climb back on the ship, back through the quantum realm into Earth,
They're very, very intelligent zombies,
yeah, and then
like,
go on,
fuck?
and then go on to infect the MCU or the MCAU, how people are calling it now, the animated universe. So
to pause that real quick, yo, Mac, what's good, bro? Date was dope. We sat in the park and we had dinner. And
these
we
niggas is adorable,
sunset.
my nigga. You hear these niggas? They in love. I'm over here. Winter's coming. Listen, if y'all need a big nigga in your life, hit my line. My applications is open. Fall and winter's coming. Yeah, not finna do nothing with them skinny ass niggas. So, and they look mad doofy in them puffer jackets too. So stop it.
Word.
Puffer jackets is made for big niggas, not for little niggas.
Swollen popsicle.
Like,
he's stroking the bit. Nah, bro. Ain't no booty eating out here, bro.
That nigga lying on his ass. Before the podcast started, he told me he did all that shit. Don't believe this man.
He's capping. Don't listen to this man.
Don't believe this man.
But yes, what if? There's actually a lot that happened in the episode that
There was.
obviously
It was pretty
spoilers.
depressing, you know. I think that's one thing we were saying. It was pretty
Right.
fucking depressing.
This episode was so depressing. So first we see Scott be eaten by Hank. So like Ant-Man was eaten by Hank Pym, and this all happens while
Or
Bruce
zombified,
Banner
rather.
is like, this is like right after like Ragnarok, where right after Ragnarok, like right in the beginning of Infinity War, where Banner comes down
From the
to
ship.
where he was supposed to fall into
Sanctum.
yes, the Sanctum.
Yo, you want to know
Doctor
something?
Strange.
Real quick, like not before I forget, nobody that has watched the Spider-Man trailer has pointed this out yet, and it finally
Black suit?
clicked. The what?
Black Suit Spider-Man.
No, not that. Nobody that has watched the Spider-Man trailer has pointed this out yet. It might be something minor, but I literally just got it now from watching this episode. Remember that Bruce crashed through the roof of the Sanctum Sanctorum into there, made a big ass hole on the floor too, and then that's where Doctor Strange and Wong found him. In the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, it's snowing inside the Sanctum because it's snowing outside. I'm assuming because the hole is still there from when Bruce came through it, and they just haven't fixed it. Because I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, it's never.
It's a minor detail, but it's definitely something that do, like, for like continuity.
No, bro, when I tell you like emergency awesome, nobody has said anything about that, and I'm like, it just clicked now because I do remember that was obviously one of the reasons. Because when you watch the Doctor Strange movie, it's never, and Ragnarok, it's never like if it's raining outside, it's raining inside. No, like outside is outside, whatever. You would think that all of them being fucking sorcerers, they would have patched up that hole by now, but I guess carpentry isn't a part of their magical skills, so that's tough. But that is funny though, because now that that makes sense. Like for some reason, that shit is mad funny.
You see the Doctor Strange theory about Spider-Man that Doctor Strange ate Doctor Strange or some shit. No,
The what?
I didn't see that. I was too busy for the past couple days.
Eating ass over there, bro. What are you? What is that? What is this Doctor Strange theory niggas is talking about? Cause, I mean, so a lot of people were saying he was eating both. He was the whole thing like what happened in the What If episode, which kind of would. It's a cool theory, but it wouldn't make sense in this universe with how everything is going, unless.
Right, they didn't like establish that yet.
Yeah.
And it was like Multiverse of Madness first, and then like No Way Home, and then there was like an evil Strange there. And I'd be like, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would. I mean, the MCU is already convoluted, but doing something like that would make it like a million times worse. Like it would just put too much on their plate for them to have to like. And then it takes them like 5 years to make a Doctor Strange movie, so we wouldn't even get a follow-up to that for like until like 2030. So yeah, that would be too much. That would be too much to put on their plate.
I would be too old for that, bro. Like,
Yeah, they're gonna be like, yo, you remember in the second?
Taking my kids to go see the shit. Like,
Yo, speaking of, before I get into my spoiler-free review, because my guy Thompson hasn't watched it yet, and so hopefully next week we can give you guys like our full thoughts, like spoilery review or whatever. But yo, the movie started. It was like about 10 minutes in, right? I forgot that I didn't put my phone on airplane mode, even though like I lowered my brightness, my volume is off, all that shit. I had received like email like on my Apple Watch, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to put on airplane mode, whatever. So I do that.
You're the most courteous moviegoer ever. Who the fuck puts their phone on airplane mode when they go to the movies?
Me, because I have my watch on me.
Like silent mode, my guy.
Nah, because I have my watch on me, and if my shit isn't on airplane mode, my watch starts to go off with text messages and Instagram and Discord and all that shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about y'all right now. I'm watching a movie. So, but I thought, I thought I was in the clear. The 3 seats next to me, because we were close to the end. The end seat, the one next to it, and the one next to that, those were the 3 seats next to me. I thought I was straight. dog, like 10 minutes after the fucking movie starts. This like little mini family comes in. It's a mom and dad with 2 kids. One kid is probably like 8, 9 years old. They were chilling, and then they had like a fucking like 3 or 4 year old that would not stop fucking talking the whole movie. Like this kid was talking like his regular voice, bro. And I remember like after like the second or third time that he spoke, I just looked over at the mom, and she saw me and the pop saw me, and I'm just like, yo, my nigga, like y'all dead ass, bro, like, son. Yo, bro, that shit. I'm sorry, if you haven't raised your kid properly or trained him properly, him or her, or they properly,
train them properly like they're a fucking dog.
bro, like, son, don't bring them to the fucking movie theater. If you tell them multiple times to be quiet and they don't be quiet, them niggas do not respect you. You are not raising them right. Because my mom would have just had to tell me once. What? Did you forget to turn on your fucking audio again?
No. It's on. Oh, right. So,
man here.
So, hold on. No, I forgot to swap the batteries for my camera. So I'm out here like raw dogging it with like a regular battery instead of my power.
Plug-in one?
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit, I'm telling you, like,
psycho.
I'm not gonna lie.
Here we go.
I thought
Okay.
I thought that the Shang-Chi movie was amazing. My experience at the theater just fucking blew mine because of this fucking family with their little ass kid. I'm like, bruh, tell this boy to shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Like, you know what it is though? I get it. If the kid is asking a question here and there randomly, I get that. That's cool. But my man was having like full blown conversation. The mom was letting this nigga like stand in front of her in the road, like jump around and shit. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, yo, like tell him to shut the fuck up. Dog, that shit, bro, that shit fucking blew mine. Yo.
So we have to work with this. This is like hella bright right now.
That's on you, bro. My man's got some booty and forgot how to work his camera.
Yo, chill.
I'm gonna get this man. Y'all say, I'm come get this man.
I'm very much an advocate for telling people to shut the fuck up during the movie. I did it during A Quiet Place 1 and 2. The first time I went to go see it, I mean, the theater was like relatively quiet anyway, except for people, you know, like snacking.
Regular shit.
Yeah. But as far as like actual like talking, like dialogue, none of that was dead. So I loved it. But then the second time when I went, it was like these like young dudes, like teenagers or whatever. They were mad loud during the movie. So I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. And obviously, you know, they're like, yo, fuck you, you shut the fuck up. So I'm like, I bet. So I went down to their aisle and I'm like, alright, so you're gonna keep talking throughout the movie? You're gonna shut the fuck up, like I said. And he was like, oh, my bad, you know, we were just playing, you know.
Bro, that shit.
I paid money for this, like, don't play.
That's a fact, bro.
Don't be playing, take that shit outside, my guy. Like,
that's a fact, bro.
Trying to watch the movie, like, shut the fuck up.
Yo, I'm telling you, that shit, I hate, bro. That is one of my pet peeves. Like, really, like, this ain't. And the thing is too, like, we were going to a fairly nice movie theaters. If anybody knows, like, the Showcase at Cross County is pretty nice. This was my first time ever where like something like this happened, and I didn't want to be the douchebag to like fake like I'm going to the bathroom, and then fucking go get like the worker and be like, yo, bro, this little nigga's talking too much. Get this nigga out of here. Like, I didn't want to be that guy, but I don't know, man. I was really trying to enjoy the movie, but it was perfect, yo, bro. I swear, it was like, oh my bad, I got a hiccup. I swear, it was like I feel like this little nigga was doing it on purpose, bro. Like,
yeah,
yo, during the action scenes, everybody was chilling. You know, it was also mad loud, so he could have been saying stuff, and I just wasn't paying attention. But it was always during the quiet parts of the movie and the dark parts where this nigga would just start asking stuff, and then there were like this, you know,
is it gonna be a Fortnite,
bro. I swear, like, yo, without spoiling it, every Marvel movie does this. Like, you know, like the super quiet scenes where it's like dark and like two people are talking to each other. I would just hear his voice
like
and
the super like
exactly. he was like, "Oh, mom, I'm scared," and I'm just like, "Shut the fuck up, bro." Oh my god, yo, like the
Taking
mom,
your scary ass in the hallway.
bro, the mom only started telling him something like an hour and some change into the movie when like he literally just asked her like a full blown question like in regular voice and everything. And I'm mind you, I'm next to the mom and the little kid. They're sitting because he's sitting on her lap. They're sitting next to me. Yo, when this nigga does that, like all she literally hears me say is like in my voice. I'm just like, oh my fucking god, my nigga. And then yo, that's when she tells him something. I'm like, yo, bro, it shouldn't take people like fucking trying to flame y'all for y'all to shut that little nigga up. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, yo, listen, a lot of y'all new parents, y'all are raising y'all kids to be super fucking soft, my nigga. My kids, I'll be able to take my 2-3-year-old to the movie theater because they're gonna know when to shut the fuck up, respectfully. If I tell you be quiet, if I tell you, yeah, if like, yo, listen, you watching a movie, you don't want to watch it, I bet, come here, I'm gonna put you on my shoulder, you're gonna go to sleep, my nigga, but I'm watching this
You're gonna
movie,
be a
bro.
good parent. My thought process is that nigga staying home. If you want to
Oh
watch
no,
a movie,
listen,
you gonna
you
wait
get
for that shit to come
my
on Blu-ray or like streaming.
my child, bro, you know, my baby girl, baby boy, whatever, you will get one chance at the movie theater at that age, my nigga. If not, the threshold for me is like 6-7 years old. That's when I'm taking you to the movies, my nigga. When you kind of are starting to comprehend, and if I tell you to shut up, you're gonna shut the fuck up. So that's my threshold for taking kids to the movies. You got to be like 6-7 when you actually can understand like dialogue. And if your parent tells you, "Yo, be quiet, we watching a movie," you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be quiet. If not, I'm gonna tell you to go wait outside the movie theater. And I'm gonna sit there and watch that shit. So
Wow, then your kid gets kidnapped and is, I don't know what happened.
that's fine, bro. I'll call John Wick. That nigga on speed dial.
He cares about his dog, not your kid.
That's all right. I'll tell him that my kid was playing with his dogs. They was best friend.
Ooh,
That's it.
speaking of John Wick, did you see the Matrix teasers?
I haven't seen them yet. I saw some like set pics earlier today.
Yeah.
Are they gonna drop? Isn't it? I think it's tomorrow that they're dropping like a full trailer or sometime
Trailer.
soon.
I think it's either tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's a
so they
continuation.
released
It's Matrix 4, right?
they released a movie poster for it, where it's a red pill and a blue pill, and it's like, 12, 22,
Yeah.
21, and I was like, oh, that's like a Matrix number, bro.
It is, to be honest.
It would have been better if it was like in January. It wouldn't work though. It would have been best in like 2001 or 2010, because then you can like put it in like a binary code.
Oh, true.
0 1 1 0 0 1 1 0, something like that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Then like that, I would have been like, oh, that's fire. Like I gotta go watch this movie, but like, oh well.
I mean, niggas are still gonna watch the movie.
Still works for me.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Still works for me. Love Keanu. Love Lawrence Fishburne.
Yo, every time I think
Matrix.
about,
I love that series.
bro, every time I think about Lawrence Fishburne, I think about his daughter. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Yo, listen, I think we kind of like, we always speak about these kind of subjects here on the podcast, and like, listen, for any of those of our followers, of our friends, that we know that are in sexual work, yo, listen, more power to you. Do your thing. I'm glad OnlyFans reversed that stupid ass logic that they had of trying to ban that shit when that was the shit that literally got them to where they were. And if you're doing it right, you're doing it right. Whatever. All right. But that shit, I feel like, I don't know, man. Like,
no, if you're doing all that, I'm a clown your ass. All right.
Listen.
So I support you in doing so, but in me supporting you, that also comes with me flaming you. All right.
I mean, I flame anybody for their job because
if you asking me about like tech work for like your setup and shit like that, I'm like, wow, so you can show your coochie on the internet? Yes, I am roasting you. All right, I'm helping. I'm roasting you.
But I feel like if they're like my friends, your friends that know that we joke around like that, they should expect that from us. They know that we're not trying to offend them. They know they're just like, I'm gonna flame you because I love you. Like we said earlier. if I don't
Right, we were
flame you,
just
if I
talking
don't
about
flame
this.
you,
If I don't roast you, you
fuck
don't
with
mean
you.
shit to me.
Yeah. And people are gonna look at that as like, wow, so that's how you treat your friends, and I'm like, yeah, that's why they're still around, because we could talk to each other however we want to talk to each other, because we know that at the end of the day, there's no harmful intent. Like joking around is joking around. That's why we always say that if you're not from New York, you soft, because yeah, niggas can't tell you nothing without you crying and making a whole fucking
Yeah,
movement out of
getting
that
roasted
shit.
is a love language.
It
Apparently.
really
Miss,
is.
I be trying. My OnlyFans is dry. You gotta spice it up, my guy. Right
That's a
now, you
fact,
got
bro.
like a casserole. You gotta spice it up, bro. You gotta have like the
What was it
arroz con
that
pollo.
what was it that
Like,
Dave Chappelle did to Donnell? Listen, get an apple pie and put your dick in it. Put your dick in that apple
there you
pie.
go.
Put that out
You
there.
gotta like rub it on your face and then like.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, Playboy. Get them subs to come in. Get them subs to come in. Literally.
Yeah, bro. You just gotta do it, man. Like, some of these girls be
But
doing the most.
but so this is the thing I wanted to get to, right? It's like, listen, I've always wanted a daughter, even two, or however many kids, the universe wants to give me, God wants to give me. But I'm gonna be honest, man. That would break my heart if my daughter chose to like be a sex worker, bro. Like I wouldn't be able to live with that, my nigga.
I've
I know
given you so
Lawrence.
many avenues of like professional income and
Please,
growth.
please,
You choose
I will
that.
literally pay you to never work a day in your life if it means that you don't have to do that. Like, I couldn't.
Like,
And I know
support your
like
kid a whole life.
I know that's what I was gonna say too. I know Lawrence and her like they completely fell out. Like he just doesn't fuck with her at all, which it's tough because it's like
He's in his right to.
I understand
Honestly.
him. That's what I'm saying. I understand, but that's tough to like that's at the end of the day that's your kid, man. And y'all grew up like the whole family grew up together, and then after she out of the bro, your dad is one of the most famous actors, and out of all the
That's what I was about
lanes
to say. So
you chose.
like
You didn't even have to
you.
be an actor. You don't have to be a music. Like out of your dad is like like I'm pretty sure Lawrence
I
was
think
like
it's less of like a hit if like your parent is like not like a famous person. You know what I mean? Like if your parent is like unknown, it's like a nobody, a blue collar worker, whatever, and it's like you want to do porn. All right, that's between you and your pops, yo. But if your parent is like this like multi-millionaire, like internationally like acclaimed actor or actress, or we're not even do actress because they're not like gender actor, and you choose to do porn. Like some of his co-stars that he's worked in like thousands of movies with, probably seen you like on set growing up, and then now they can see a whole Gucci on like Pornhub or some shit.
and listen, this is the worst.
You gotta understand how you gotta feel. Like
This is why I feel even. I mean, I don't want to say I feel extra bad about it because at the end of the day, like I don't know them, I have no relation to them. But like, on top of that, bro, I'm gonna be that guy. She's not even that fire. Like she's alright. Like she's not even fired, bro. She's alright. And I mean, granted, look at me, y'all. Like I ain't shit either. But my nigga, like she's not even all that, bro.
I'm not gonna lie though. There's like a bunch of people that's doing porn that's not like fire at all. Like
exactly. That's the thing.
This is why I gotta go to like pages like 500 to like find something decent.
Facts. But she definitely got hyped up more because she was this nigga's daughter when she came into that game. 100% because she's not like she's bro. I'm sorry, bro. She's not no Mia Khalifa, no Riley Reid, none of that, bro. She's alright. Like she came in and like, oh, she's cute or whatever, but she's not like she was number one for like 3 years type shit. Like whatever the case was, bro. She's just alright. Like I don't even think she does it anymore either. So it's like you did all of that. You did all of that for that little ass time. You literally all you did is just bring your family down, your family name down. But
yeah, you know what's hilarious? There's like a bunch of like porn stars that has like OnlyFans. People pay for it. And it's like, dog, their entire catalog is like on Pornhub. All these other sites, their entire catalog is like right there. Like, what are you paying them? Like, stop it.
That's a fact.
And
I feel like
contracted with a whole bunch of different like production companies.
You,
to, like,
and
work, like,
you know what I've noticed too. I'm not gonna lie. So, I was talking about this with somebody that I forgot who it was. I think I was gonna have them come on the podcast one episode, But I was looking something like this up, and then I did it for myself too, because I know a couple of shorties that had OnlyFans that I was cool with. So I was like, all right, whatever. Y'all think it's only $5 a month? I'm gonna sign up. I'm gonna do that shit to support y'all. And then I was put on to like some of the bigger, like heavyweight names in OnlyFans, right? So it's one of those things where like people pay in OnlyFans to get that kind of. I don't want to. Yeah, there's a sense of privacy, but I guess more intimacy because you're kind of like you're dealing with the person more directly because you could tip, you could do this and that, you could whatever. But then when you have like the bigger names, just like the porn stars coming in, you don't get that. You're paying for like, oh, this is stuff that you're not gonna see anywhere else, which is gonna end up on Pornhub anyways, because most of them are contracted to Pornhub, so they have to
from there anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like
I'm just getting double paid off that
Yeah.
one video. It's a very smart hustle, honestly.
It is. Like I can't even knock it, bro.
Honestly.
It really is. But I don't know.
Should I make one? I'm about to make one.
You should make one for photography. You should do it and then
Please.
you should make one and then like just tease like it's gonna be something sexual and then it's just like a regular ass picture when they
It's
unlock
just
it.
like,
Yeah. Be like, yo, go $7 to unlock, $7 to unlock, and yo, bro, you listen. That's really what it is, man.
For the spicier shoots, be like, oh yeah, check out this photo shoot. It's X-rated photo shoot. Obviously, the permissions and stuff will be asked.
Oh, of course.
Who knows? Maybe that'll be a future project for me. I don't know. Maybe not.
We get ready. Expect the Mugen OnlyFans. Mugen plays ...
Yeah.
Bro, your name will definitely be a perfect OnlyFans. Mugen plays.
Yeah. Don't remind me.
Yo.
There's so many play on words that could be used for that.
Oh man. All right. Oh well, we were actually. We were talking about the What If episode. Was really fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that Chadwick only came back to do his Star-Lord voice.
No,
I think it was for the whole season.
The whole season. Yeah, for any part that he's in, he did it.
I know there's one more episode that he's definitely in.
2 or 3 days of just like recording, audio recording, stuff like that.
There's one more, at least that I know of. Maybe he'll appear in more. There's one more episode for sure that I know he's in when they finally get like the multiversal Avengers together. He's gonna be in that because we see them kind of like spinning. They did the scene from the Avengers movie in the What If thing, and it showed like Peggy. It showed Gamora with Thanos' armor. It showed a lot of like fire shit there, and Black Panther was there too. Like, T'Challa Star-Lord was there. Sorry. So for sure he'll definitely come back to voice that. Randy says, what was Mugen's Spanish catchphrase again? Wasn't it "Donde están las sucias"?
Donde están las sucias? Yeah, that's my. We taught Chuck that, so like now whenever like we speak to Chuck, we'll be like, Chuck. What's the saying? What's the catchphrase? Her Spanish is worse than mine, so.
She looks more. I told her that before. I thought she was. Yo, she looks mad Spanish, bro.
She does.
I thought she was Spanish, and I was gonna say something in Spanish once, and I forgot. I think it was Sam that told me before, and he was like, "Oh no, she had told me." She was like, "Yo, people think I'm Spanish, but I'm not. I'm Native American." I'm like, "Oh well, GG's." It's a good thing I didn't say shit.
She is native. And again, they're so in love. It's so disgusting.
It's adorable.
It's disgusting.
This nigga acting like he not in love too over here, eating her ass 7 times a week, man.
Yo,
y'all niggas is in
love. That narrative, bro.
Y'all niggas is in love. Mugen plays with that booty, son. Come on now. Y'all know that's his man's nickname. Y'all know it. Before this stream started, this man was pulling booty hairs out his beard, man. Come on now, man.
You need to relax.
Come on
sir.
now,
this
man.
Is a family show. All right.
Listen.
The voice of Peter Parker was not Tom Holland.
It wasn't. It kind of like you could tell that the guy was trying to sound like him.
At times, it sounded like it. It's the same for the dude that plays Steve in the first episode.
Oh yeah.
Because they brought him back for this episode too.
For the beginning before they
For
got
that.
bit. Yeah.
One fucking line.
Yo. Oh yeah, facts.
For
Yo,
no reason.
Happy Hogan, he was the right dude. Was John Favreau.
Yeah, everybody else
Evangeline,
was like their actual actor, except for Peter, and there was one other person that was not.
Peter and Cap, I think were the two.
Peter and Cap, yeah.
Yeah. Because I know Vision was definitely Vision.
They were separated.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wanda, and then there were characters that didn't talk, like Wanda, Black Widow, they didn't talk. Hawkeye didn't talk. Iron Man didn't talk. So like pretty much anybody that had their voices, except for two people, the girl that played Sharon Carter,
Ebony Maw.
Yeah, Ebony Maw was his guy from the movie. Sharon was her actual voice too. So yeah, pretty much everybody that spoke. Yeah, Okoye as well. Yo, that shit was tough, bro.
Yeah, episode MVPs. Lucky and
Okoye. That's a fact. Yo, right before she died, bro, Wakanda forever.
Yo, that killed me, bro.
Oh man.
She was like, my king, Wakanda forever.
Bro. Oh my god.
Such a great episode.
It was.
Such a great episode.
It was. I don't know. I know they announced it like the day before what the new episode is going to be about, because like on Marvel's YouTube they put like a 15-second like, oh, tomorrow's episode and blah blah. They don't really spoil anything. They just give us like stuff that they gave us in the beginning, like the trailer, the main trailer for the show.
Yeah, even that I don't want to watch that because I'm like, all right, so this is what's happening in this episode. I like to like just like go into it like, all right, what's gonna happen, and then like the watcher's like, yeah, what if the Hulk came back to a world that wasn't his world anymore, and it was just like. Ooh, tell me more.
Yo, facts. Also, speaking of the Marvel and all this good stuff, I watched Shang-Chi last night. Fucking amazing movie. If you guys didn't know already, even though if you're a true OG, you will sit through the Marvel credits regardless of how long it takes. But there are two post-credit scenes in total for Shang-Chi. Both are pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, so without spoiling anything, does it have any connection to like the main MCU?
The post-credit scenes?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Both of them do.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like it
throughout
feels
the
good.
movie, is there like a timeline placement for it?
For the post-credit scenes or the movies in general? Like
for the movie in general first, and then the post-credit scenes.
For the movie in general, yes and no, because the one thing that I will say that it's not a spoiler, but we did talk about this a couple of times on the podcast. I'm glad that they didn't do that for this movie. They minimized the whole talking about the snap to like one sentence throughout the movie. Like,
yeah, it was kind of getting annoying.
Yeah, like
it's like, all right, we get it.
Yeah, it was like, they kind of like brushed it off. As just like somebody in the movie says, "Yo, at any given time, half of us could be gone again," and that's it. Like that's literally all they mentioned about it, and that's it. No whole like, yeah, exactly. No whole like, yo, so this happened around here during the snap, and I'm like, yo, bro, that's it. Like, it's all done. Like, we're done with that.
Yeah, we don't need like a whole ass like flashback, like a snap or anything.
Yeah, when
does that happen in the movie?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No flashbacks, bro. When I tell you, literally the only thing that they mention about the snap, I don't even think they say Thanos in the movie. The only thing they mention about the snap was just that one line that one person says, and that's it. And it wasn't even like a major like big moment in the movie. It was just kind of like a brush off scene, like, oh, at any given time, half of us could be gone again. It was like a little funny dialogue that they were trying to have in the movie. So thank God, because that's it. Like the whole, yeah, we get it, the blip, the snap, all of this, 5 years.
Whatever you call it, yeah.
We're done with that. So hold on. So go back to that though. As far as like the timeline stuff, what do you mean? Like, is there like a specific timeline in the movie that? Because like the way that I'll break it down is like this.
Like how like Black Widow's like before or after.
Oh, this is definitely
It was
after.
before.
Yeah, this is definitely after. So I guess the way that people are trying to put
After
it,
Endgame.
yeah, this definitely takes
Gotcha.
place around the time of like Far From Home and Venom. Like this takes place a couple months after, or it's believed to take place a couple months after, not like right after the snap or whatever, because nobody's mentioning it that heavily. People like you could kind of tell the timeline of this movie because of how like nonchalant people are about the snap now. Like they're just kind of just like, oh, yeah, this and so yeah. So this movie, it's supposed to be taking place like pretty much around Far From Home and like the Venom movie because those take place. I guess Venom. I don't know what universe they want to say that in, but for reference, probably takes place after Falcon and Winter Soldier, maybe like around Far From Home, around there.
Gotcha.
As far as like how the movie like progression in the movie, I really liked it because they don't spend too much time on like his background or over the overall background, you know. They do fix something this is something that we were all expecting. They actually give us the legit background of the 10 rings and like the Mandarin, which is obviously like coming into this movie that's something that we were expecting and we were hoping and praying that they gave us.
I mean, it's what it was supposed to be for Iron Man 3.
Yeah, which they
And that
pretty
fucked
much
up.
they pretty much and I'll say this much because again I definitely don't want to get into it. The way they fix it is actually really fucking good. Like I was actually like super content. I was like, all right, okay, like I can accept this. This is dope. This is yeah. I fuck with this. I fuck.
Was there mention of that or
Oh
like Iron Man 3?
yes,
Okay, perfect.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm actually excited for this movie
Yeah,
now.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like the way that this movie rolled itself out. Oh, like Shang-Chi's him like the scenes that we get in the trailer of like him being raised by his dad and all that stuff and being trained. Obviously in the movie it's fleshed out a little bit more because that's like his background. It's like I want to say the movie is like 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think it's like 217, 220, something like that. His background is a total of like 20 minutes. So like they flesh it out for him.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. But they do that thing where they like give us a good chunk, then it's back into current time, then something triggers a flashback, and then they finish it. But they don't do it in the
So it's
corny
just
way.
flashbacks.
No, they don't do it in the corny way though, because it's not throughout the whole movie. It's just in the beginning part of the movie, and then that's it.
Let me guess. During the climactic battle, he has another remembrance of like his childhood memory or something, right?
No. At that point, they're already just like, no, this is what we give a fuck about. And yo, let me tell y'all, that final battle was
Okay.
fucking fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the budget for this movie was, but they used that bitch to the T, son. Yo, that shit was tough. Also, and I did say this last night on Twitter, and I'll confirm, like I'll reiterate it again. By far the best fighting in any MCU movie. By far. Overall best fighting. There were like if you saw the trailers.
Well, so we get Daredevil again.
I mean, if they are putting him in the Spider-Man movie, then maybe we might see a little something. But well, I mean,
bro, I was so disappointed when those shits were canceled, bro. Oh my god.
but like I'm
Daredevil
talking about
was
like
so
movie wise
fire.
though. Movie wise, Shang-Chi had the best fighting, and again, I was going in there expecting that because he's the best hand-to-hand fighter in Art of Marvel. So
Yeah.
you have to give us the best fight scenes. So yeah, they the one thing that they didn't do, I guess.
Here we go with your shit, Kate. All right, let's hit that up. All right, there we go.
Oh yeah, Randy brought up a good point. Because this was big in the trailers. Again, I'd rather talk about trailer stuff because it's not really spoiling it. It's shit that we already seen. The bus scene was fucking amazing in the movies. Like that scene got definitely the scenes that we get in the trailers obviously are more lengthy in the movie. It was done so much. It was really good in the movie. The one thing that I wish they would have done, which I wish they would have been a little more. Oh man, I'm trying to like think about it like and the wise words of our boy Gershon. Um, I'm gonna be honest. There wasn't like there was like barely any history for the rings. If I'm being honest, like like the rings, not the organization. We get the history of the organization, but like the physical rings, we don't
Mhm.
really get a background story to them. It was just kind of like um,
Maybe it's something that'll be fleshed out more in like the second, because they don't want to like focus too much on something that like how big of a part does it play
the story or the rings.
the rings?
Um,
Yo, Lucy, appreciate you. Thank you for the lurk.
the what is the? I mean, all right. So overall, the rings obviously like again, if you see the trailer, when they fight and stuff, you can see the rings are definitely like putting in work.
I don't know, they're like being like utilized and stuff like that.
Yeah. Um, they don't really use them for like regular shit aside from the fighting. To be honest, like you
Hmm.
see a couple of scenes where he kind of like uses them to like, not levitate but like jump over large spaces and land safely and shit like that, which I thought was cool. You know, doing shit like that I thought was dope. But overall, they were mostly used for like the fighting and stuff in the movie.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't spend too much time focused on that then either,
Yeah, it
unless it was like the central plot for the movie, basically. Like,
yeah.
oh, you have to obtain these 10 rings, and then you'll become like God or some shit. And
That
it's like, all right,
honestly, that's how I came
what
into
makes
this
these
movie
rings so
thinking
special?
about it. Yeah,
Right.
I thought that sometime during the movie, like maybe in the middle of it, him and his dad would have had an initial fight because, as you see in one of the trailers, he ends up holding like five of the rings. He ends up holding like one half, and then him and his dad are fighting. I thought that that was gonna be like, to me it would have been doper if that would have happened like maybe halfway into the movie and they give us like a little background on that as to why he's able to hold it or whatever. But you pretty
Hmm.
much get like the main explanation, um, the whole thing about his like his superhero suit and stuff like that. You get all the details to that. Like they pretty much give you the rundown for everything, except for unfortunately the rings themselves. But to their credit in the movie, it's not like they hyped it up as like these things. Like yeah, obviously the name is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which we did not get the Legend of the Ten Rings at all. So like half the movie is missing. Um, but
It's like Avatar, the Legend of Korra, but she ain't no fucking legend. Get out of here.
yeah, it's like it's one of those things where like they didn't. Thankfully, they didn't make it really the main focus of the movie. That I thought. That's what I think. They just kind of had it there as like an extra thing, like yo, his dad is even more powerful because he has the 10 rings, and we see throughout the movie what they can do. So this nigga's really gonna have to like box this nigga to get them. Like
Yeah, because
definitely a
I
way
don't think
different plot
like
though.
a
So
lengthy explanation of like the rings and stuff like that is really necessary. And it would also take away from like the movie itself. So,
also, they're not
eh,
originally the 10 rings from the comics. They're like a different like version of the rings. Because like
of
in
course,
the comics, they were actually the rings on like they were actually 10 different
actual
rings on his
rings
fingers.
on the Mandarin's figures. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, the uh the way they go about it, like how they use the rings and stuff, it's not like that was the main focus of the movie. Because as the movie goes on and you see a lot of different things happen, um, I mean obviously again we all saw this too. The Abomination and Wong fight was really dope in the movie. That was super dope.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm guessing there's no explanation for Abomination either, right?
um, so I don't I don't want to spoil it. Not really, no. Him
Okay,
and him,
just leave it there. Just leave
yeah,
it there. Just leave it
not really, no. Yeah, there's
there.
no really explanation to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. I
Um,
figured. I figured there would be none. I think that I don't know. They've been playing like real fast and loose with that whole like
yeah,
Incredible Hulk movie because it's like they're trying to do like a continuation of it, but it's also like not part of like the canon MCU, but it's also is. But it's like, all right, so if it is, the whole thing has to be not just like a portion of it. Like you gotta
there's
Abomination
a
was dead.
uh,
Like,
there's a what's it called? Um, the next thing, as far as like the Hulk stuff, I know they're still trying to. Apparently, from what I hear, which I hope it really goes through. Like I hope Paramount isn't on some bullshit. Apparently, they're trying to do like a joint venture with the Hulk, where like what they're doing with Spider-Man, where they'll both produce the movies, and then like they just split revenue in specific ways. Because I think that would be the best thing for the Hulk's future. Because the next thing for him is gonna be the She-Hulk series. He's a main character in there. Abomination is a main character in there. I forgot the girl's name that's playing She-Hulk. She looks pretty dope too. Apparently, we're supposed to be getting a teaser for that, either in October or November, because it comes out in January. So,
Damn, that sucks.
yeah.
We won't get the She-Hulk and Tony Stark banging in the movie.
Bro, I mean, listen, you never know, bro. It's a comic book movie, and as we know in comics, nobody ever really dies. So, with all this multiverse shit that's happening right now, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
All I knew is Robert Downey Jr.'s contract died. That's for sure.
That's a fact. Things like that, I don't understand, bro. Like, how could people like that not want to come back to play those characters? I mean, if you got a proper send-off, understandable, but, yo, bro, I cannot even imagine the type of bank this nigga was making in 12 years in the MCU. Like,
he was making the most.
Yeah, I know that for sure.
Out of everybody.
That was for sure.
Making the most.
That's wild. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Marvel was like, yo, my guy, we can't afford you anymore. You're way too big a star.
No, you're right. Dudley said the title couldn't have just been like Shang-Chi because people wouldn't have been like, that is true. I don't think people would have been as interested, but then when you bring in like the 10 rings, which again, I would have loved to know the legend of the 10 rings because I definitely didn't know that throughout the movie. I mean, I know if it's comic origins, but not the actual thing. But overall, the movie was actually really fucking good.
Like, speaking of unknown things and clarification, my boy Steve came back.
Yo, my guy Steve. Yo, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I saw that shit.
I didn't realize it was 25 years. Like, are you?
That's a fucking fact, bro. Cause all right, so I was born in '94, and I started watching Blue's Clues when I was in kindergarten. So I started watching it about 2 years before Steve left. So I caught up because of reruns, because, you know, no matter what, throughout the time, like, reruns will always be there, especially back in the day.
Yeah, especially when you're like 3 or 4, and reruns are just new episodes to you.
That's a fact. So I literally I remember vividly watching every episode of that, and then at that time, when I was 2002, that was second grade for me, and no, end of second, beginning of third grade. So I think I might have watched a couple of times when Joe was there, but then after that, I know his was like another 4 or 5 year run too. So after that, it was like whatever. But yo, that that joint,
I've never felt so much emotion in that.
Apparently, it dropped like last night or last afternoon, but I didn't see it until this morning when I woke up because I saw like 3 people repost it. So I'm like, yo, let me see what he says. And I was like, yo, bro, it's like 8:37 in the morning. Why am I crying right now? Like, what is going on?
Yo, who cutting onions, bro?
Who cutting onions in my fucking crib, bro? Like,
cutting onions, bro. But like,
when that nigga deadass looked at you in the eyes, I was like, I'm proud of you. I was like, nigga, I haven't heard that in, bro. What, bro?
I heard that yesterday, but yeah, bro. I was just like, I'm trying, Steve.
Bro, yo, facts. He was just like, back then it was clues, now it's student loans and work. I'm like, nigga.
Yeah, I was just like, yo.
Bro, facts.
Oh, man.
Blue's Clues was that shit,
He was like,
bro.
I feel like I abandoned you guys, and, you know, I didn't abandon you. I never forgot
you.
Like,
when he said that shit, I was like, you ain't abandoned us, bro. You have to do your thing.
Right.
We understood it, cuz.
Bro,
that was that shit, bro. That was that shit. I love when things like that come back full circle, bro. Like shit from our childhood. Like shit like that is so fire to me, bro.
Now I know Mac, I know you weren't like around, when Steve was like popping in Blues Clues, you know what I'm saying? Like, but to the folks that was a little older than 25, like, ugh, I needed that.
Yo, bro,
I really
facts.
needed that. Like, I needed that
Facts.
so much, and I had no idea that I did. And it's like, yo, why is this white man making me so emotional? Like,
We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from.
bro, if we get the same thing from like LeVar Burton from like Reading Rainbow,
Yo.
I'm gonna lose my shit.
Or yo, yo, nah, bro. If he really does some shit like that, nah. That would really like, yeah.
Bro, like I used to dead be
I,
like a kid, just be
they,
like,
bro, we
"We just got
deserve
a letter.
us.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from." I know the lyrics, bro. Like,
That's
come
a fact.
on, throw a beat to that, bro. Like,
And then Blue comes in at the end with the little,
right, like,
bro. That shit, I'm telling you, bro. I think us, the
absolute
older
tears.
fans, we deserve a lot of these shows to like just come back and give us like a little like 5 minute special. Like you know which one I would love to see.
For like an adult version of it,
Yeah,
right?
like just have
Yeah.
have like the puppets and the crew from like Between the Lions come back and just give us like a monologue or a dialogue or something like fucking what was the other one Out of the Box, nigga,
Boomafoo.
like you remember Out of the Box, nigga, like come on, bro.
Yeah, it's Boomafoo.
Zaboomafoo, nigga. There you go.
Oh man.
That shit is,
Oh
bro.
man.
Bro, that joint, that's tough. Damn, man. That's throwback right there.
I would kill for like a Bob Ross message or Mr. Rogers.
Isn't Bob Ross dead though?
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be able to give us a message. I'm not trying to.
I'm saying if he was like alive
I was
today.
gonna say I'm not trying to fuck with Ouija boards, nigga. I don't know. Bob Ross, stay on that side. I
No,
love you, Playboy, but oh
no,
sir,
not at all. But like I'm saying though, if he were like alive still, and then like he
who the
dropped like
fuck?
something similar.
Who was I talking about with
I
recently?
don't know. It feels like a chapter in like my childhood life. It's like
No, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
and that's not a chapter that you get back in therapy, bro.
Bro. I'm
That's
not
what
gonna lie.
closure feels.
I legit,
That's what legit closure feels like.
yo, I'm not gonna lie. That legit, like, it brought me even into more tears when, like, as he was saying that and as it was wrapping up, then I started thinking about all my memories of watching Blue's Clues because I was in elementary school when it finished, when Steve's run finished, and I was still watching like Joel's run a little bit, but like I
Mm.
was from kindergarten to second grade, those 3 years. That was 99, 2000, and 2001 until he finished. Those 3 years that I was watching Steve's run, I was like, yo, bro, this is it for me, bro. This is that shit. My mom, even for one of my birthdays too, when I was younger, my mom even bought me the notebook and the crayon that Steve used to use in the show.
Nice.
Like,
There's
bro, come on, bro, come on.
there's a store here in New York. I forget where. Somebody posted on.
They film it in New York. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like a store where they have like the actual like, couch from the set.
Oh yeah,
Stay with it.
bro. Low key, I mean, it's a big
Like,
ass couch if I'm being honest. Like,
I'll have to take that trip, bro. Like, I gotta get that flick.
bro, they should do like what they did with like Friends, like do a Blue's Clues pop up, nigga. What, yo, it'll just be mad adults in there, bro. Like, yo, get these little kids off this fucking couch, nigga. I'm about to sit down with you.
What's that show?
Friends has a pop. Have Friends had the pop up?
Shorty would like, she would like do the clock. It's like her legs.
Her name was Molly.
Yeah.
Fuck. What's the name
The
of
big
this?
comfy couch. Or
Big
something
comfy
like that.
couch. Big comfy couch. Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yo, I need a where are they now special, bro. Like,
Yo, facts.
I need to see that because that's crazy.
Where are they now? I need a shorty that's flexible like Molly. You see all them splits she was, bro. What? Not, yo.
It's 12 to 12.
Big comfy couch. Big comfy couch was that shit, bro. All of these shows, man. Fuck. That shit was. Those were different times, bro. Those were different times. I
It's
know.
not the same. It's like,
I remember
you get, like,
seeing not too long ago that she was like she had ended up. I forgot where it was I was reading it. They were like, oh yeah, after she did some other things, like she apparently acted in like minor roles in like some other shows after that, and then she became like a full-time mom. And I was like, nah, fuck that. Come back to the big comfy couch. Get that shit out of here.
oh man.
Or maybe she could do something where
There's
she
a
like
bunch of
ushers
shows,
in
too.
a new host for Big Comfy Couch. You know what I mean? Like in today's thing, because like apparently this new guy for Blue's Clues, his name is John or Josh. He's Steve and Joe's cousin, who's half Filipino. And I'm like, that's cool. Like, what's up?
Wasn't like the explanation for Joe was that like he was like Steve's brother.
Yeah, he was Steve's little brother, and then this is their cousin.
Oh, what's next? Fucking Arturo, yeah, Abuelito, Royal Family. Speaking of Arturo, yo, do you watch Money Heist
No,
or
I
Casa
don't.
de Papel? Bro, yo, oh my god. Anybody in chat, do you watch Money Heist? Because they dropped a new part today. Not today. Saturday night. They dropped a new part on Netflix. Bro, when I tell you this show is like balls to the wall fire, bro. And like typically, it's a heist show, right? Where like they like rob like this really big like bank in like Spain, and there's like a whole lot of drama within like the team, but it's like very clever because they have like one mastermind called the Professor who like basically like cultivates the whole plan, breaks it down like play by play, and it works according to that. But he's also quick on his feet to like improvise to like gain the advantage.
Okay.
Bro, this season, bro, wild. It's only like 5 episodes for this new part that came out, but it's definitely I definitely recommend it, bro.
I've been hearing a lot
Oh,
about Money Heist and shit. I've never watched it though.
do yourself a favor. Everybody, do yourself a favor. I'll even fucking stream it on Discord from like the beginning. You can watch it on Discord.
I have a lot of stuff that I
together.
have to watch. People keep telling me there's a couple shows that every time I say I haven't watched it, people are just like, "What?" I know I haven't watched. I haven't watched Breaking Bad. I haven't watched.
Neither have I. That shit is boring.
So people are like 50-50, the ones that tell me about it. Half of them are just like, "Yo, this is the best show on earth," and then the other half are just like, "It's alright." So
Shit
like,
is
I watched it
boring.
because I got far in it and I just wanted to finish it.
I tried it 3 times and fell asleep each time.
Sons of
It's
Anarchy, I hear is fire. I've never
that
watched
I gotta
it.
give it a try.
There's a bunch of shows.
And they
That
have
I
a
have to,
continuation called Mayans, I believe.
yeah, Mayans. You were staying in the
So I gotta give
hospital.
those a
You
try.
loved the Backyardigans. Oh yeah, I remember that when Randy was younger. The hospital, Backyardigans. But that Backyardigans is your generation though, Randy. That's what it is. Because it
Yeah.
started. Because Randy he's the same age as my youngest brother. They're the same age. They're 99. So yeah, Backyardigans was definitely. By the time y'all got to that age where we were watching Blue's Clues and like Big Comfy Couch, you guys had like
Oh, that
Backyardigans.
shit was like gone, yeah.
Yeah, like they weren't even yo, for some reason those shows they weren't even getting reruns in like the mid and late 2000s.
Good. You don't need to. Like, just let it
Nigga said they don't.
make something new.
Nigga said they don't deserve the OGs.
They don't. They really don't.
Oh, he
And you know
says
what? Honestly, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. It's probably why a lot of them are pieces of shit now.
what the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
These kids
that's a fact.
are trash, bro. These kids are trash. They're
That's a
so
fact.
trash.
I feel like these
They have
shows are like forcing them to be
no
too
training.
nice. To be honest,
No, it's not even like too nice or anything. It's just like I don't know. Whenever I speak to like a younger person, it just seems like so dumb to me, bro. Like
that's
it's
because
like,
if the
bro,
show doesn't teach them, then they're not
where's your
gonna learn.
desire
Bro.
to read, to like gain knowledge? Like where's that desire? Like
Yeah, he's
Like I
Randy
get
says
it, you
Money
want to do
Heist
your
in
little
Spanish
dances
is
on
good.
TikTok and everything. That's
might-
fine. But
if I-
pick up a fucking book, bro. Like,
if I-
expand your mind, son. I sound like an old ass man right now. I don't care.
Yo, all you're missing right now is the Congo, bro. The Congo hat. That's all you're missing. Expand your
Yeah.
mind. You sound like Common right now in like the early 2000s, bro. The people. Oh, this nigga got a Congo. Don't tell me he got a Congo, bro. No.
Listen here, kids.
Yo, no.
Listen
Yo,
here. I'm gonna
yo.
put you something on to you, big
Oh
fella,
my
alright?
god. Yo, somebody clip this, please, what he's about to say. Go ahead, bro. Spit some game. Oh no. Look at this nigga.
Yo, kids these days, bro, they don't know. They don't know.
That nigga said, pick
have
up a
manners,
book,
bro.
expand
They
your
don't-
mind.
Yeah, you gotta read, bro. That's where it's at. Like you gotta read the dictionary sometimes. Just learn random ass words. Like
Bro.
I would say like some shit like philosophical or something, and they'd be like, "What?
What is this nigga
Why
talking
you talk
about?
like that?" Right? Like it's
Talk like a
that's
white
not even
person.
a hard word. I absolutely hate that. Actually,
You talk like a white person.
I hate when people tell me that. Like, you talk mad white. I'm like, white's not a language, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, you just sound
I
like
sound
you just talk like a
educated, like I
fucking
read a book.
retard.
Like I'm sorry that you read like this.
That's a
And you
fact.
take breaks when you read every individual word that you
Bro,
read.
the only
on
people
page.
the only people that say that shit
And
are
you
the
don't
people
even
that
pay attention to periods or punctuation, and you read. In the
they put their
same
own
amount of
punctuation in the
voice.
sentences.
And I hate when the teachers chose dumb motherfuckers to read because I'm like, I'm gonna be here all fucking day to read the same paragraph.
Or they'll be like, Miss, you know this nigga can't read. Why do you choose him? It's not gonna make him shut up. Now we all gotta listen to this nigga. Like,
I'm not gonna hold you. I really like this hat though.
of course you do. With your fucking raisin bran eating ass, bro. Get this nigga out of here, bro. You know Mugen is at that OG age when this nigga is out here raisin bran, Congo, eating booty. That's crazy, dogs. This man is an old ass man.
You need to relax.
Yo, Randy said, how old is this man? After that serial conversation, he got to be minimum 76, bro. Minimum. And the way that Congo just dropped on his head and fit perfectly, yeah, this man, late 70s, early 80s.
Listen, I'm just sick of it, bro. Honestly, I'm just sick of it.
Bro.
Oh man, I hate talking to uneducated people. And then what's worse is the ones that have like no desire to like broaden their horizon. They just like do things that they're already used to. Which is why I hate recommending like restaurants to people. Because like my like palate for food is so extensive now. Because I challenge myself and I like test myself to try new things and experiences, like different kinds of like foods and cuisines and stuff like that. I'm even
That's a fact.
cooking a lot of different things too, because I want that growth, that longevity. That there's a term for it that it's not coming to mind. But like I want that like flexibility to be like, oh, you know, oh, what am I gonna eat today? Oh, all right, let's try Italian. Boom, all right, or let's try like or Indian or
And by
something, you know?
Italian, we mean stop eating so much fucking Alfredo. Like, there's more to Italian than chicken Alfredo, my nigga. Like, we get it. It was a luxury while you were growing up, and now Shorty has to make it for you every time you want Italian food because that's the only thing she knows how to make. That's Italian. She can't even make regular
babe,
ass
I want
spaghetti.
like spaghetti or something. She's like, alright, cool. I got the Alfredo.
No, I don't think you understand. I said spaghetti. She was like, yeah, I use
want,
spaghetti
like,
in my Alfredo. Like, no.
Rigatoni or something, you know? Like, it's like, come on.
Chicken parm. I'm
which
actually
I
not a
love it.
fan
I
of the
know.
Parmesan dishes, like chicken and eggplant
Really?
parm. I'm not a fan, but it'll. I'll say this much though, to be fair.
Well,
I-
a lot of Italian dishes, they kind of go heavy on like the cheese.
It's not that. Well, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a super fan of mozzarella either. Parmesan. I fuck with Parmesan way more than mozzarella. I'm not a fan of mozzarella. Like when niggas go out and order mozzarella sticks, I want to vomit. I'm like, yo, bro, I know that shit tastes like wild ass. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm that nigga, bro. I do not fuck with mozzarella, bro, at all. Unless it's very light on my dish, get that shit the fuck out of here, bro. That shit could go all the way out of here, bro. All the way out of here. I don't fuck with mozzarella sticks, bro. I know. I know. Them shits is trash, bro. Them shits is trash. When we all go out, niggas want to order them shits as appetizers. I'll be like, yo, I don't know, give me the fucking boneless wings, give me some more garlic bread, whatever, bro. Get the mozzarella sticks the fuck out of here. No, sir.
I'm actually like baffled by this, bro. Like, how could
Yeah,
you not like mozzarella sticks?
they're
They're like
trash, bro.
the best appetizer aside from like
Absolutely
wings.
not. Wings are the best
Yes.
appetizer. And I would even put
I know, I
sliders
said
before
aside from
mozzarella
wings.
sticks. I would put sliders
I'm
before.
not eating tiny cheeseburgers. They're gonna give me a full.
I am.
Get out my face.
I am. I'll get sliders in a place that I'm not gonna get a regular sized cheeseburger at. Also, you could do like in the step where they give you like one of each slider. Like you order that too. Just dog.
Yeah,
that
even
shit.
at the step, I never really ordered that shit.
The sliders are fire. I'm not gonna hold you.
All I ordered, most of the food at the step was fine.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh boy, Carlos was in the kitchen fucking it up.
That's a fact. Yo, that's a
I
fact.
love that.
Yo.
I love that.
And
Yo,
and
DJ Maddox was good, bro.
And you knew the waitress. To be honest, you need the sauce with the mozzarella sticks. That makes me want to heave right now. Like the sauce is fire.
marinara sauce?
Yeah, the sauce is fire. I just don't fuck with mozzarella sticks, bro. Like I legit can't. Like
Is it like the breading or is it like the cheese? Like what is it? Like,
it's both. Cause like I'm not a fan of mozzarella sticks.
You don't really fuck with mozzarella
Yeah.
like that. So.
And then the breading doesn't help. Cause like it's super heavily seasoned, and I really don't like the cheese. So it's just like I kind of get teased with the breading, and then I'm just like, oh, this sucks. Like I hate this.
Oh, you just use like a little bit of Italian seasoning with like some like.
I can't, bro. That shit is
I'm so
trash,
disappointed in your palate.
No, it's not. It's like, bro. First of all, let me make this clear too. I don't care who I offend with this. There are so many better cheeses in the world to make sticks out of than mozzarella. Like that, you can make Parmesan cheese sticks, and I've had those, and they're fire, bro. Like there are so many more cheeses.
Like Parmesan garlic wings are like great, sure, but like I'm not really like a fan of like actual like Parmesan in my dishes for Italian cuisine.
I like it because I like fresh Parmesan, not the shit that we already have that comes bottled up. Fresh Parmesan is light years better than the shit.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
if you buy the Kraft shit and you try to put on your spaghetti, that shit tastes like ass. Like I always tell that to my mom too. Like if we go to the supermarket, I'll buy like a triangle of like my supermarket here has like actual Parmesan cheese, and I just grate it whenever we make pasta or whatever. It's light years better. The Dominican fried cheese, that shit is unmatched, bro. It is saltier than a motherfucker, but when you fry that shit right and you put that nice little edge on it.
Yesterday, me and Black Miss were at a barbecue yesterday.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Oh, that's a fact. Yo, if you smart, get you a little. If you have a regular size big grill, get you a little skillet at the end. You could put all that shit on there, my man. Yeah, that shit is fire though. It's super salty, so. But I feel like it has to be because of what you usually eat it with. But man, if you've lived in the city and you haven't had a tres golpe, I don't know what to tell you, son.
That's crazy, bro. I mean, I really don't like mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, them shits is trash, bro. Super hot trash.
Ugh.
Super hot.
But back to like I was saying, I can't recommend restaurants to people because their palates are trash, i.e., you. So like they'll like sit there and like eat the same shit all. Oh, I'm just gonna like a cheeseburger. Oh, I'm just gonna like regular ass like meatball pasta or some shit like that.
If I send you to a fancy place and and you're gonna tell me that you're gonna order the cheeseburger off the menu, that better be like fucking Kobe beef cheeseburger, like done medium
not even, bro.
with some like Gouda, with a slice of Gouda, fried egg in that bitch. Like you better put the fucking works if I send you to a spot and you want to tell me you get a regular ass Randy, so I can recommend a few places. I like recommendations. I ask Mugen sometimes for recommendations because he's out and about in the city a lot more than I am. Even
never failed you, bro.
Even pre-pandemic, and I also can confirm that has never failed me.
I know all the spots.
We gotta hit that ramen spot up too. I'll be forgetting about that, bro. We gotta do that shit.
What Ippudo or
yeah? Did y'all go to the one uptown last time, like around Harlem, or was that? Which one was the one that y'all went to that you were telling me about last time, but I couldn't go?
Oh, who, me and June?
Yeah.
Oh no, we went to Ippudo. It was on like 53rd,
Yeah, we need to go to that shit, bro.
Let's look at the city, bro. Delicious.
Need to do that. I had when I went to Cross County. If you guys are from the New York area or especially up there too, Cross County has what I think is probably the best teriyaki place in New York, Sarku. That shit is fucking fire, bro.
So far.
I get it with the lo mein because I don't. It depends, like, because usually since we're gonna go watch a movie, rice is a lot more heavier to me than noodles. So, and I don't want to have the itis, especially if I'm trying to watch a dope ass movie.
You know what? We gotta go to Koreatown, dude. I gotta put
I'm
you
down.
on some cuisines, some dishes.
I'm down. I need to go back to that spot and get some more rice balls, bro. I'm gonna take like 20 to go home, my man.
Yeah. Oh man. So I was like telling you how like I walked from like Carajo Land back to Carajo Land, right?
Because that's the bridge
that
that's
whole
there.
time.
Yeah, that's the bridge
Yeah.
that's there.
The
I remember
whole
that
time, never stopped letting me get it.
Oh, you're
I'm so
wildin',
mad at
bro.
myself because I didn't even think of it yesterday.
That tea that we got too, I think it was the mango bubbles, and I don't know if it was like a black tea or a green tea, what it was, but that shit
No,
was fire.
it was a passion fruit green tea with mango pop.
Yeah, that's what it was, bro. Oh my lord, yo.
Signature right there.
Y'all just see like 3 spots that I told y'all right now that were all from this nigga Mugen. Like, stop playing with this man, bro. Stop playing with this man. If you come to New York and you don't hit this nigga up for the spots, then you doing yourself a disservice. Stop playing. Don't play yourself.
True, but this has to be done like in advance. All right, you can't just like drop it on me and I'll be like, I don't know. Yo, DJ, thank you for the biddies. Appreciate you. Milk crate challenge. Would you do it? The milk crate challenge.
Would I do it? Would I do it?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. I'm not retarded. No. If this nigga Sam was here, he would have been like, yo, bro, what do you talk? I was egging him on the other day before he left because I was like, damn, bro, you saw that nigga that did it, and he was rolling the blunt while going up and coming back down. And I was like, yo, you gonna let that nigga do that, bro? You can't even do that shit. He was like, what you mean I can't do that shit?
Well, obviously, he's gonna think he can do it. And I would never. However, I will have no problem sitting there watching and recording.
It's a fact. It'll probably come out really crispy on your camera. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a fact.
Do some slow mo in it too.
Catch people dying in 4K.
They caught you in 4K, nigga. This shit clean as. Yo,
it is GG's for you,
brother.
but they were doing it on Hunts Point not so long ago.
Oh, I remember you were saying that last week, bro. Oh yeah, it's been a week since we had that crazy ass fucking hurricane pass by New York, bro. That shit was.
Bro.
When I saw the pictures from my job and like my building manager sent me videos of his other buildings, like, yo, bro, imagine you're renting out an expensive ass apartment in like downtown Brooklyn. You go to check on your car after the night of a hurricane, and like you can't even go into the garage because it's completely flooded to like the top of your car. Like, that shit is oh my god. This also goes to tell people, please, if you guys have a car, obviously manage your money very wisely, but please get full coverage. Don't cheap out and get like halfway. Get full coverage because in situations like this, a lot of people lost their brand new cars because they were only concerned about getting the fastest coverage and sometimes the more cost effective, aka cheap coverage. So don't do yourself a disservice. Get you your full coverage. Doesn't matter if you got a hoopty, then it's even cheaper. If you got a brand new car, it might be a little bit more expensive. But unless you're trying to pay another $40,000 for another new car, then get yourself some full coverage, my man.
Bro, I seen on like Twitter, like Shorty, like she like documented, she had like a first date during the tornado hurricane, and bro, like water's up to like her kneecaps, and then she was only there for like an hour, and dude was like, yeah, we should have rescheduled.
You think? New Jersey got hit dumb hard with that shit, bro. Yo.
Yeah. Cause
you know what it is, a lot of places out there.
How are you, Juhrownee? Jetta's asking how we doing.
What?
Jetta, she's asking how we doing. How you doing?
I'm alright, Jenna. I could be better, but a nigga's still here.
Jetta.
Yeah. I'm doing alright, Jetta. Could be better, but a nigga's still here. For you.
Oh, but But yeah, Jersey got
Eve.
fucked.
But it's New Jersey though, so nobody gives a shit.
Right. Sending
And then
rescue
and then in the back you hear Connecticut. Yo, we got fucked up too. Shut the fuck up. Nobody care about no goddamn Connecticut, man.
Connecticut really is like the tri-state area of like bastard child.
New Jersey is like your little stepbrother that's like mad annoying and like, you know, they're trying to get your attention always. They're trying to be like you, but then they stay hating on you. And then Connecticut is like that
It's
weird
like
ass
that
cousin.
little sibling that like looks up to you and like copies everything you do and
But
like,
then
swears
they always try to talk shit. But it's like they're like your little stepbrother. Like they're not your actual blood brother. They're like your little stepbrother.
Yeah.
And then Connecticut is like the cousin that you just like when you see them at the family function, you're just like, wow, I hope this nigga doesn't talk to me. I hope this nigga doesn't talk to me. Now I gotta have a conversation with this nigga for like 10 minutes. He's talking to me about mad random shit. How aliens are real and all this other. I'm like, yo, bro, get away from me, my nigga.
But yeah, Jersey got fucked. There's a lot of places in Brooklyn and Queens that were like flooded. Because
that's a fact. Up sound too.
So like, for those that don't know or unaware of, so New York has a lot of like
Hills,
garden level apartments.
Yeah.
And what that means is they're basement apartments. they're underground.
What that means is that your house just got a pool installed. That's what that means.
Right.
For the frizzle. Yo, the video that had me weak was the one of the rat doing the backstrokes in the water. That shit had me crying, dog.
Don't tell me nothing about our New York rats, bro. They are talented.
Yo, also, can we talk about this real quick for all my New York niggas out there? And I know Mugen, I know you can attest to this. You would think that every couple of fucking years, when the MTA takes $400 million from us to do restructuring and fixing shit on the trains, you would think that they would at least try to make it a little flood proof down there. But with the last fare hike,
they just used that money to fill it with more cops.
Not only that, but my brother actually put me onto this. So you know, like in the last, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago when they had the last hike that totaled to like 400 or 450 mil, something like that. You would think that they would use that to like bettering the trains and the service and all that stuff, and you not being stuck on a train at 12:27 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon. But no, apparently a lot of that money went towards guess what? Putting new tiles in the downtown train stations, because that's what really matters to us. Making sure that our train stations have new fucking tiles in the train stations.
Well, if you don't brick that bitch up,
Nigga.
that's like our whole aesthetic. We love exposed brick. Like,
if you don't imagine wasting
in their apartments, like,
bro, imagine wasting millions of dollars on putting brand new tiles in the train station just to have a bum piss on that shit as you putting the tiles on there, my nigga. Like, imagine that, bro. Imagine that. This is what y'all really want to spend y'all fucking money on?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
City's a trip, bro.
New York is so fucking ass backwards with this shit.
Not to mention, like, the service is still trash.
They're still fucking. I feel like it's been getting exponentially worse, my nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that shit is
even getting worse.
That shit is fucking garbage, bro. That shit is fucking garbage.
Oh, I didn't get to do my my little questionnaire segment on Instagram this week.
I did, but you brought something. You brought up a good point.
I was talking about like the whole like romance thing, but I mean, your romance thing was like a whole different thing. Yeah.
Oh no, because my questionnaire thing was the whole like that's actually for so we're doing a little segment for you guys. We're gonna work on it. Hopefully, it comes out before the holidays because it might take us some time. We want to really put it well together. We're doing we're gonna do a video specifically for the Weebie Chat and YouTube channel. So if you're not on there yet, go ahead and subscribe to that. Well, we're gonna do a nice little get to know us. We'll do a nice little get to know us segment on the channel where we're gonna have a bunch of different questions that you guys, the viewers, can ask us through our Instagrams or Twitters and all that stuff. They're linked in all of our accounts, so go ahead and follow that. But I'm not. So this is. You want to know something funny? I actually wanted to say something about this on my Instagram story, but I'll say this now, and I'll probably say something about it afterwards on my socials. Um, this is something that blows mine so much, right? I always have people, when you have a podcast and you have people that really fuck with you and all that stuff, you always have those people tune in, check out. Even though we've said this before here, that realistically the most support that we've been getting are from people that we've met on here, on Twitch, on Discord. When we go to watch somebody else's stream, they'll come and they'll check us out and they'll show us love. Compared to the people that we know in real life that can easily be watching and supporting us and choose not to. Especially even now that we have a YouTube channel, like, but that's okay, whatever. So, thank you for dropping that link. The amount of people that watched my story when I put up the question box on Instagram, where I'm like, hey, I literally said it's clear as day too. I put a nice picture up. I was like, yo guys, we're doing a Q&A segment, get to know us better for the podcast YouTube channel. Ask me some questions on here that you would like for us to answer. You can ask as many times as you want to. I had, aside from Mugen, I had one other person ask me a question, and it wasn't even anything related on like get to know me. It was like yo, what do you think about this show? And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that show right now, bro. That's not a get to know me. That's really not
Yeah,
a get to know.
ask you what the answers were and stuff like that for that.
Absolutely nothing. But it's funny because when I do the question boxes like that, for some fucking reason, when I do those question box stories, I get the most. Yo, I had like almost 400 people view my story that day. And I'm like, so you guys don't want to ask any questions. But it's funny because I noticed that a lot of those people that viewed my story are consistently telling me, and even told me after that, because this was like sometime last week that I put that up. Even after that, they asked me. They were like, "Oh, yo, y'all podcast is fire." They probably watched like a little clip real quick or something. They're like, "Yo,"
Yeah, I put
like,
like clips on like my Instagram and stuff like that.
yeah,
People
and then they'll have the audacity.
like, whatever.
They'll never pull up to the stream. I can see who's viewing my fucking stream right now. They'll never pull up to the stream. No chat, none of that. But guess what's the one thing that they always tell me? Yo, bro, can I be on your podcast? Can I be on your podcast? No, the fuck you can't. No, you can't be on my fucking podcast. Stop asking me that stupid ass question. Unless I really know you and unless I really fuck with you, no, I cannot. You cannot be on the podcast. When I put up shit that has to do with the podcast, y'all don't answer it, y'all don't engage, but y'all want to be on the podcast because you guys want the exposure. No, my nigga, don't ask me to be on the fucking podcast. Dead ass.
I've actually had somebody ask me to like wear their brand, like their merch brand, on stream.
Have you bought my merch? No. Then I'm not
That
wearing
was my
yours.
first question. I was like, "Oh, all right, cool." So I've had a merch shop for how long now? And I even posted a photo of it. And this is the very same person commented like, "Yo, that shirt is fire. I want to cop one." All right, cool. The link is in my bio. Never made a purchase. Whatever. Not mad at it. And then you're gonna ask me like, "Yo, bro, you should like wear this on your streams. I know you get like views and stuff like that." I'm like, "Yeah, but you're not one of those views."
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So I'm not buying your merch. Two, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh.
I'm not gonna brand you on my shit when you don't even support my shit.
The least you could do, if you're not gonna buy my shit or whatever, the least you could do is at least send me your merch for free. For them to me to even consider, like, all right, you send it to me for free, maybe I'll throw a shirt on once for a random stream. But you want me to go out of my way to pay for your shit and promote your shit, and you're not gonna do the same for me? Get the fuck out! I don't even fuck with you like that, so get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Hell no.
And for those who like do like follow me on like social media and stuff like that, like I don't even like pump my merch like that. Like if anything, I'll up like the streams and like now like the YouTube channel.
The way that we're going about this, we don't want y'all to think that like, this is some like rant or anything. You guys support in the way that you want to support and the way that you can support. The thing that bothers us,
you support,
yeah,
love.
That already puts you light years ahead of people that we know in real life that choose to not support at all. You don't even have to have an account to like watch on Twitch, and they still won't. come through and watch. Because like even those people without accounts, Twitch still counts that as a view. It won't show you who's watching it, but they still count it. So, and also like I've said multiple times before on my socials, making a Twitch account is fucking free. You get a notification when we go live. All you gotta do is open up your phone or on your computer, like what I do. If I'm already on my PC and one of my boys is streaming, I'll put it. If I'm not listening to it, then I'll have my headphones off or whatever, but I'll make sure that the volume is on so they still count it as a view. And I'll leave the stream open so they can get my view that whole time. You don't have to go that far out of your way to do stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's usually the people that are always like, yo, people aren't gonna really give a fuck until they see that the traction starts picking up, and then when they see us in a whole ass
becoming such like a bigger name, and
yeah,
then like, it's like, oh yeah, you know, blah, 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 and you see like other people vibing, and it's like,
yeah, they're gonna be like,
they want to jump on like, oh yeah, well, I remember when you like first started. No,
you didn't. You don't remember when I first started because you wasn't there.
Right.
When people, sometime down the line, when we get blessed and gain the viewership, the followage, and we're able to have like a studio and do the podcast live with all three of us there, and have a nice backdrop and all this shit, and people start seeing the views pile up and the traction coming towards all of our channels and the podcast channel, that's when people are gonna start being like, yo, bro, I remember you've been doing this podcast joint for a while. That's fire, though. I still like, bro, you don't see nothing. Don't talk to me. You don't see nothing.
And
so
my thing is, right, like, I notice a lot of people, like you mentioned it before, right? Like, we gain more support
from people that we don't know,
that we met on Twitch, right? We've never like physically met like face to face and like a public place. We've never had like dinner or like grabbed a drink or anything like that. Like, we don't know each other's personal lives like that. Yet you show more support to us than the people in our actual lives.
That's a fact. Everybody that follows me,
you know, I see you doing your thing, and it's like, all right, cool. But like, I'm not saying you have to support me and anything like that. If you're not going to support me, don't say that you support me.
Yeah, that's a fact. Bro, you know how many people, everybody on all of our socials know that we have a Twitch, that you can follow our socials to keep up with the stream. Everybody knows that the podcast channel is live. Everybody knows that we all have our own YouTube channels as well. People that I know, most of the people that I know don't follow my YouTube channel because my subscribership would have been a lot higher than what it is now. If the same people that followed me on Instagram click subscribe on my YouTube channel, it'd be different. But you wanna know what's funny? Y'all see y'all boys or y'all homegirls put up, their YouTube channels or whatever. Yo, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Obviously, it's free to subscribe to a YouTube channel. You just have to subscribe and that's it. And it'll pop up on your subscription box or whatever. But and y'all don't do it.
Stupid ass like lashes or like nails or whatever.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's like, but I bet y'all if we go to y'all YouTube channel, y'all are subscribed to who? To Drake. Y'all are subscribed to Joe Rogan podcast. Y'all are subscribed to Justin Bieber, to all this shit. But your boys and your homegirls got a YouTube channel that you can subscribe to them and show them love, get their viewership up, get their followage up, and y'all won't do that shit.
Actually have your follow matter.
Exactly.
Following these people who already have like
that shit is corny.
I saw
bro.
on YouTube, Drake has 25.5 million subscribers.
That's dope. Listen. He made it so that he generated that many followers off of his music. That's dope. Like, he put in the time, he put in the work. That's cool. But again, your peoples have YouTube channels as well that you can support them just as much as y'all support these bigger artists and pay them money for what they do. We're asking for y'all free support. That's another thing. We're asking for your free support.
Literally not $1, a cent.
And we always say this too in our streams and whatever the case is. Subscribe if you can. If that's what you can do. Donate if you can. Bits, whatever. If you guys can buy some merch, go ahead and get you some merch. If you can't, just the fact that you're here, that you followed, and then you're interacting in the chat is more than enough.
Although it is September, and everyone who's like hip to Twitch knows that it's September.
So it's 20% off.
So like
that means that instead of paying the little $5, it's $3 actually. With them $2 little, you could get yourself, you can get you 2 cans of Arizona. You could get you a lot of stuff for $2. Listen,
right.
Trojans still cost $1 at the deli, even though y'all might not have delis where y'all live at, but it's whatever.
It's not even like people on Twitch, not just like us per se, right? So people on Twitch, right? We're entertainers. I don't see myself as entertaining because I'm bland as shit. All right. But we're entertainers. We're comedians. We're fucking editors. We're like so many things goes into being on stream, and it's great when people are acknowledging the hard work that you're putting in, such like that. Which is why I'm very grateful to the 276 followers that I have now, the 25 subscribers that I have now. Absolutely, I love every last one of you. I've interacted personally with every last one of you. That's just the kind of person I am. I'm not gonna like just take your follow or your sub and be like, all right, cool, whatever. I'll acknowledge every single follow, and I'll acknowledge every single sub. Because at the end of the day, you're spending your time watching me and hanging out with me, or like giving to the stream with me. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and be like,
your thing is pretty active.
I deserve it. Give it to me. Give me. No.
Your thing is pretty active too, bro. Because I'm gonna be honest, my Discord server, that shit is dry as fuck. Whenever I post anything on there, not aside from like stream updates, like when I'm going live and shit, when I post something in the general chat to like spark a conversation and shit, I get a response from the same 2 people every time. And I'm just like, yo, there's like fucking 30 people in my Discord server or something. Like, where the fuck are y'all at?
There are people with like way better Discord channels than mine. I.e., Jenna in the chat. Her Discord is like fire. There's always conversation going on there. And that's where I kind of want to be with my Discord channel too. Like, so like obviously, I'm like, you'll catch me like on my channel watching like the most random shit. Like earlier, I was watching like American Dad on Discord, just chilling. Like I just do shit like that, The other day I was watching Dragon Ball Super, the whole movie, and then I watched One Piece Stampede, and then I watched Full Metal Alchemist. Like I was just watching a whole bunch of like anime. Like
why would you make your followers watch One Piece? What's wrong with you?
First of all, we have our own section for actual One Piece fans, not haters like you. Right? So relax.
But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, guys. Like you guys hear us frequently talk about it because, if I'm being honest, it's fucking frustrating because these are the same type of people, and what I mean this in genuine, like in real life, that like expect you to like bend over backwards for them. And when you're asking for support when it comes for your time and for something that you really want to do and something that you're really passionate about, they kind of just brush it off to the side as just like, all right, I'll get to it when I get to it kind of thing. Or like, it's kind of, for them, it's just like, oh, make it accessible in the way that I want it to be accessible, and maybe I might support you, and maybe I might check it out.
So I can go down the list of my followers and tell you like exactly like who I know personally in real life. Like in my personal life, I can tell you, like Daydream ADD, number 1. She's always here. Love you for that. DJ Maddox, we used to work together.
Eddie,
King Klepto,
Mongo.
Chaotic. We got Black Mist over here. That's the homie. It's our brother. Like,
oh, facts.
Bro, like,
I gotta get on Apex, bro.
So many people. So many people that I know personally that are like tuning into the stream and stuff like Rocky Raccoon, Inuyasha, like so many people that I know personally, like Miss Waterfall, like so many people, like, and I am eternally grateful to all of them, every last one of them, and whatever endeavors that they may go on. Monster Lust too, like
facts.
I'm about to buy a batch of her cupcakes because she just started a pastry thing.
Well, that's a fact. We gotta support the homie.
So like, I'm gonna have her do like a custom thing like for the podcast, and then we're gonna show it off, and then we're gonna try it, and it's gonna be great.
So
Like,
that's a fact. We also I'm a petty ass bitch, and I'm gonna put it out there. For like a month now, we've been telling Alpha. Actually, matter of fact, since I want to say since before he started streaming for like a month and a half straight, but it was more so for like the past month. We've been telling Alpha, because if you guys go back, if we're ever able to get you the old fucking episodes somehow, some way of the podcast.
Before you continue, all right. So for Jada, I don't know how I feel about like family watching the stream. But
my family could watch the stream.
I'm very iffy about my own family because that's like my own thing. But if they're watching, that's great. They support you.
If my family,
they didn't even have to like be interactive like in the chat or anything like that. Like
I'm not worried about my family watching my stream. They're already judgmental about me in real life, but they won't tell me that shit to my face. So, so yeah. So what was I saying? Okay. So, yeah. So, if you guys ever remember, like back into any iteration of any podcast episode, whenever we bring up like the old episodes and stuff that we wanted to upload them to YouTube, Alpha's always the first one. He's like, yeah, I have all my streams saved on my thingy, which I'm just like, I don't know how your desktop hasn't exploded yet, but that's a different story. Because
word, each episode is like 2 hours plus, my guy.
Yeah.
Like,
so I was like, all right, not even. It's not just, bro. It's the whole stream. Like when he streams for the whole Wednesday, the whole thing saves. So it's not just the 2 hours of the podcast. It's like the whole like 10 hours of like the stream day. Yeah. So I'm just like, all right, bro, cool, whatever. So the other day, after we created the channel for the podcast, we're like, all right, bet. Whatever we have like on the Twitch channel right now, I'll try to download it so we can upload the episodes and try to get it somewhere where you guys can watch all of the episodes, and we'll archive all of them so you'll be able to watch them. Because, at the end of the day, I feel like YouTube does definitely, you could pick up traction faster there if the right people start watching it or whatever. And podcasts have always been a thing, so it's always going to be a thing that people want to see and stuff. YouTube videos are a lot easily more shareable than Twitch videos and shit like that. So it's more YouTube. What I'm trying to say is YouTube is more accessible to the general audience than Twitch is. And so, so Alpha was always telling us that.
Yes, because I definitely know a bunch of people who spend hours on YouTube, and it's like, all right, cool. So spend like an hour watching like an episode or something.
I've had people tell me straight up, I'm like, yo, yeah, I do a podcast with my boys live on Twitch every Wednesday, and I've had people that I fuck with, that I know, genuinely tell me, they're like, oh, that's what's up. Are you gonna put it on YouTube? And I'm like, well, it's on Twitch right now. You could watch it for free. And this is people that I know even use Twitch. And just like, oh, all right, that's cool. And I'm just like, so because it's not on YouTube, you're not gonna watch that shit? Like, what type of backwards ass, whatever.
I've had people DM me. It's like, yo, when you guys have like episodes up on like YouTube, let me know. I'll like watch it. I'll like listen to it while I'm in my car and shit. And I'm like, all right, cool. Yo, we got a YouTube channel now. I mean, even when I was like uploaded on my own YouTube channel, it's like, yeah, we got a couple episodes there.
I wasn't watching that shit, bro.
All the other one, crickets.
That's a fact.
Right, cool.
So this is the thing, right? With that, so Alpha would always brag to us. He's like, yeah, well, you guys don't save the streams, I have all of the episodes of the podcast saved. Like, all right, cool. So the other day when we bring it up to him, we're like, yo, Alpha, we need you to trim, no editing, no full-fledged editing, none of that shit. We're like, yo, we just need you to cut out the podcast episodes and upload them. He also brags how he has the fastest internet out of all of us because he has Verizon, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So to him, doing something like that would take him less than a day. Because we started uploading episode, I think it was, 22 or 23 on the YouTube channel? So he has to do 1 through 21, let's say. Trimming it out of the stream because he knows where to find it. He can literally skim through the stream in like 5 seconds, find where the podcast is, start it, cut it, and that's it. And just upload it just like that to YouTube. And then he goes, as soon as we tell him that, I think Mugen was the one that told him that in our thing, he goes, bro, nah, I'm not trying to do all of that. That's mad work. So what the fuck is the point of bragging to us that you have all of the podcast? That means the fact that you don't want to do that. That means now you having all the episodes means absolutely nothing to us if you're not trying to upload them.
So the episodes are getting out there slowly and surely.
We're trying. The one person that has the vast majority of the episodes refuses to cut them. So, that's the reason why we can't give you guys right now episodes 1 through 21 or whatever. But yeah, so hopefully we're able to get more episodes out for you guys. But as of now, the only ones that we have available are pretty much from like 22, 23 and on, and the ones that we're going to continue to upload, after this is
even
done.
this one's going to go up too.
Yeah, I already have the thing, so it can. Or if you want to, are you gonna upload it from your side this week or?
Yeah.
You can just copy and paste what I put on the other detail, like the video shits that has our socials and shit.
I don't know if you actually go back into it and look at it, but I changed it.
What?
Just that. So in the description, you have our listings for our Instagram and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You put our actual names, and so I just use that.
Oh, I mean, I don't care. I use the real names on here.
I could put up thumbnails for it too.
Yeah, that's definitely something we needed too, low key.
But I'm definitely looking into somebody to create a new emote for me, my personal channel. I already have an idea for that. So any takers, let me know. I definitely will compensate. And then 2, somebody to make graphics for the podcast as well.
I low-key do need
to
something
cut
too.
together an intro, an outro, or honestly, if anybody wants to actually sit there and go through and edit the streams, we'll gladly bring you onto the team.
That's a fact. We as of right now, the team is literally just us 3, and we're just going about it. So if anybody that edits, if anybody that does graphic work out there, if you guys want to be a part of the team, definitely feel free to either me, Mugen, or Alpha send us DM us some of your work. Let us know what's up. We'll all 3 of us will talk about it. We'll come together. We'll choose. What we like, and again, obviously, you will 100% be compensated for your work. So yeah, definitely, because I feel like edited podcasts are pretty funny. I watch some of them that are like that, because they don't really focus too much on having those funny edits in it. It's just it just gives it that extra edge when you have some close-ups and some random shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then also, obviously, for the YouTube channel, the thumbnail is the first thing that grabs your eye. So if we could get somebody to do that for us, then that would be golden.
Yeah, that's a fact. And if you are not part of the podcast Discord, I'm already on Discord here. That was stupid. There's not the command for it. I should still have a command for it. I do. Look at me.
This man is about it, yo.
Proud of myself.
This man is about it.
Boom! Join the Discord there. We also take recommendations for conversation topics. And even if you want to join the podcast for a day or for a segment that you're very proud of and want to have your voice heard, definitely let us know. And also, I don't know why you're tweaking right now, but also, be very interested in getting a female co-host as well.
Yeah, we definitely are. We had some in mind. I don't think it was gonna work out, but it definitely
some requirements. It's
Yeah.
not just I'm gonna jump on and it's whatever. No, if
And
you're
the
gonna
way-
join,
also
you're gonna have to join.
yeah.
You're gonna have to come up with conversational topics.
Yeah.
provide research, and if you're going to bring on a guest, you'd have to then onboard them on the process of how we interview people and such like that. And you also just have to be available on Wednesdays around this time. So
I mean, honestly,
hours from what, like 6 p.m. to like 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah. Worst case
So if you
scenario,
translate
if the
that to your time
episode
zone.
goes out an extra hour, then it's that. But we don't. We try to avoid that. We try to be respectful of time and time management. But
That's you and Alpha.
what?
That's you and Alpha.
I'm not bad with time. Alpha's bad with time. That nigga apparently streams all day Wednesday and still shows up late to the podcast. Blows my mind every time.
We love him.
But yeah, that's our bro. That's our bro.
But yes, we are definitely interested in getting a female co-host as well. Because there's a lot of testosterone here, and you're only going to get like a male perspective. So it's very refreshing and balancing if we also got a woman's perspective as well.
That's a fact.
I know you may see things the same, you may see things differently. We want to get all those perspectives in there.
That's very very true. That'll be fun as well to have that.
Yeah,
because it is true. I think we had Kate on once. I think we had Monster Lust on once. I think that's it as far as oh no, we had it was somebody, I don't know if it was from your Discord or from Alpha's Discord. She's a streamer as well. She was super dope. I forgot her name. She had like the cat ears on
Pastel.
Yeah, she was super dope too. We had her on for a little bit.
Oh, we love Pastel.
Yeah.
She's
but yeah,
great.
I also going forward, I think we were talking about this before with guests. I think the way that we want to go about doing guests in the future are going to be having them on for segments, because in essentially the guests that we've had on before were kind of like that, except for whenever we would have like our boy Gershon on. Usually it would be after something major in comics, and he would be on the whole episode, and those episodes would tend to be a little bit longer. And it's not because he was on there the whole episode; it's just because when you get the ball rolling, it just snowballs into something bigger. So I think for future things like that, like I guess let's say if we're gonna have a comic book guest on the next time for like a major movie, we'll decide when we want to talk about it. Yeah, and like they'll come in for that segment. We'll still have our other segments I'm doing. I haven't really gotten any top fives, because there's a top 5 that I want to do when Alpha comes back. And you guys, I mean, I've told you guys already too. You guys already heard it, but so you guys can be prepared. I don't know if he's gonna be coming back next week or what the case is, but he'll let us know. It's gonna be your top 5 favorite animes of all time.
Oof.
Yeah, top 5 of all time. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, and I'm actually starting to rewatch a lot of the older stuff, and I'm falling back in love with it again, and I'm remembering a lot of it. So, yeah.
I've actually been watching a lot of new stuff. I just finished the first season of Overlord.
I heard Overlord was good. I haven't watched it.
It's really good. Yeah,
I haven't watched that. Sam always tells me to watch Assassination Classroom. I haven't like started it. I know it's pretty short.
Here's the thing, right? Like he heavily recommends Assassination Classroom, which plays homage to a show that he hates. So there's a lot of One Piece references.
I mean, listen, bro. I think this nigga's a pocket One Piece fan. Y'all know that my hatred for One Piece comes from my hatred for One Piece legit comes from me disliking the show.
Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that up.
I legit.
I caught this man in 4K, bro. Caught this man in 4K.
Like I said, he was on Crunchyroll. He liked like 5 One Piece videos. Get that man out of here.
Not even, bro.
At least with me, like you guys already know this here in the channel stuff. I at least gave it a chance. Like I legitimately watched a good chunk of the show, and I just couldn't fuck with it. So when I talk shit about it, it's genuine. Sam hasn't watched the show. He's going based off of thinking that me and him like the same thing, which that every time I bring up like a movie rating that I want to give a show rating, this nigga Sam goes, "You see, bro, this is why I don't listen to your ratings, because you don't be knowing what you're talking about." And I'm like, or it could be the fact that we don't fucking like the same thing.
Same, exactly.
So,
It's fine. You don't have to like the same things as each other. That's why we're individuals. But he sent me a snap, and if you can see there, it says Sam, and that's my boy Zoro from One Piece.
well, he was watching
Sent
that
me a
shit.
snap. He was watching. That's a recent episode too.
Oh no! Oh,
Yeah,
unless
but
either Shorty or Shorty's brother is a One Piece fan, but
no,
oh,
this is before he left. This is why he was still here.
oh, he was still here watching that shit. Oh
Yeah.
no, Samuelito, talk to me. I thought we were on the same boat.
Different ways of doing this thing. So like, if he was gonna like talk shit, right, and send me a video, he would have sent me because like his explanation was like, "Oh, my boy Eli was over, he's watching it or whatever," and I'm like, "Kind of."
So why did you take a picture and send it to Thompson? What are you talking about?
Picture, bro. It was a whole video, bro. Like, it was no One Piece, da da da, and I'm like, really, bro? You know what you just did? Like, now you can't talk about it at all.
Oh,
like,
Deadly said he watched all of Overlord and is very good. How
yeah,
many?
I gotta watch the next two. I think there's 3 seasons.
Okay,
If I'm not mistaken.
it is fairly new. I remember seeing it not too long ago.
I finished the first season, and then so what I'm doing right is like I'm like kind of like bunny hopping with Funimation. So like I started with Overlord, I finished that first season, and then I started Jobless Reincarnation. Stop whatever anime you're watching right now and fucking watch that shit, bro.
The only reincarnation thing that I know about is the slime show. I want to watch that shit.
I started watching that today, actually. Started watching that today.
Art is pretty good.
Jobless Reincarnation, bro, is jokes.
When this episode goes up tomorrow on the YouTube channel, we're gonna label it Alpha is a One Piece fan.
That's right, and he's gonna see it too.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, with like Jobless Reincarnation, like it was like this like shut-in dude who was like always like playing like romance games, like romance simulator games and stuff like that, and like beating his schmeat, like never going to work, and like he was just like bang on the wall, like fed by his parents or whatever. So his family like kicked him out or whatever. So like as he's like strolling the streets, he like tries to like save these like teenage kids from like getting killed by Truck Kun. The yeah, isekai, bro. Like, that's it. So he got sent to he was reincarnated as a baby in like a magical world. And he retains like his like 32-year-old mind. So like he's like it's like his brain, and then he has like his kid brain. So like at like 2, he starts learning like magic, and then like he's like crack at it, bro. This man's like godlike. And then like he gets like a tutor, and he like steals her panties, and he like worships them, which is like jokes. And he'd be listening to like his parents like bone like all the time.
Oh, so, what the fuck?
It's like the faces he makes, bro. It's like so funny, bro. But there's like a few like uncomfortable moments where you're watching and you're like,
I mean, I watched season 1 of Beastars. I don't think anything could get more uncomfortable than that. So
that is true, except for season 2.
I'm not about the furry wave. I'm all right. Keep them tails over there.
But it's so funny, bro. It's a great show. He ends up like getting a job tutoring his cousin in like magic. Yeah, in the exchange, he'll be taught like sword fighting and stuff like that.
Okay.
And like,
what is it called again?
Jobless Reincarnation.
Jobless Reincarnation.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out. You know what?
Everybody go check that out.
You know what I actually found out recently? I forgot because I saved it on my watch list on Crunchyroll. So Crunchyroll has all of Rurouni Kenshin, and I didn't know that they had it dubbed as well, like fully dubbed. Because that's how I watched it. Like growing up, it came on like, you know, on the afternoons on Toonami. So when I saw that shit and I played the
first episode of that,
yo, bro.
Oh, Rurouni Kenshin or Jobless Reincarnation?
Rurouni Kenshin.
Because that first episode of Jobless Reincarnation was like, yo.
No, that's fire.
Bro.
Bro. No, that shit.
Like as like a baby, he would like make like the most like perverted faces, bro.
Bro.
Because like his mom has like big ass titties, right? It's like
Them
he's a
Japanese
baby.
niggas be horny, bro. That's what it
OD.
is.
So like, like she like picked him up and she's like hugging him, and he's like just like.
Yo, bro. This is the type of stuff this man likes to watch.
Bro. No, bro, that shit was jokes.
Over here. Nah, that shit is that I'll try to watch that shit.
Yeah.
I got a little list going on with my animes and stuff, so I'll definitely try to watch that shit.
So like, when I think like I try not to like. So I like a lot of like fantasy world like anime and stuff like that, where it's like they're great cartoons. Like, they're like magical world or whatever. Like the Rise of a Shield Hero, fire, love it.
The season 2
Yeah,
of
he looks
Beastars is
very great. Rise of Shield Hero, fire. Cautious Hero, fire. Have you seen that?
no. My cousin put me on something recently. I actually saved it. I believe Crunchyroll or Funimation has it, or maybe both. Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. I heard that one's really good.
Oh, it's on Netflix as well.
Yeah,
I think.
I hear that one's really good. Cabaneri is really good. What was I watching recently? I saw some
Netflix
clips.
just got Eden Zero too.
They got it already?
Yeah, it's not a continuation of Fairy Tail. It's in the same.
It's in the same universe. Yeah.
Universe, because Happy the cat is there, which it makes no sense because they're not.
And the little polar bear is there too. I mean, the little snowman, whatever. He's there too.
Who's there? I haven't seen it. I only watched like the first episode.
Bro,
so far.
to me, it's like them reincarnated low key because fucking the dude looks like Natsu with dark blue hair and the girl looks like
blue
Lucy.
hair.
Like,
right.
So to
That's
me,
who
it's
I originally
them.
thought it was. Like I thought it was like Happy and Lucy, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the shorty literally looks just like Lucy, bro. And I'm just like, really, my nigga. I know this is his third thing because I know originally I actually got put onto this after Fairy Tail. I didn't know. I never watched until afterwards. Rave Master. That's an anime that was the first one that this dude made, the creator of Fairy Tail. It's called Rave Master. It's from the mid 2000s. It's actually type fire. It looked dope. Like I saw some scenes from it and I was like, oh, this is fire. It's a music based anime. And that's where that little snowman, the little shaking snowman comes from in Fairy Tail. He's from the Rave Master world. Yeah. He's always just like smiling and shaking. I'm just like, yo, somebody give this nigga a line, like golly.
They're gonna be in the cut like that's not unique.
Bro. Yo, I was actually watching I mentioned them earlier. I was actually watching a super old video of RDC where Mark was talking about like animes to get people to like, which I was gonna ask you this too, animes that like are I don't want to say a gateway because that sounds mad crackhead energy right there, like something to like ease you into watching anime if you don't already. And they obviously recommended a lot of like shorter animes, 1 season animes and stuff like that because those are like a lot of them end on like cliffhangers, so they get you hooked and you're just like, yo, I need to find something else that it's kind of like this and stuff. So they brought up some really good ones like Akame ga Kill, Brotherhood.
No, that's a way too. Oh, you don't start with Akame ga Kill. The fuck?
Low key, I mean, bro, I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh, you don't start with that. That's hardcore.
But that's the thing, though. It depends on the person's preference as well, too. I would personally. I mean, I probably wouldn't
like ease them into like the realm of anime.
I probably wouldn't recommend Brotherhood at first, because to be honest, that's too powerful.
On something that's like, it's like intriguing but not like intense with where like they're uncomfortable like watching like what the fuck, what is this? And then I'm like, oh, this is like crazy, that's crack. Like, so my now recommendation is Demon Slayer.
Yeah,
that is a fantastic gateway because one, the story for Demon Slayer is fire. The animation for Demon Slayer is fire.
That's a fact.
And there's not like a single shitty character in that show. Like each character has like a deep
That's true.
They're like somewhat fleshed out, but not entirely because there's still a lot more. We've only gotten like one season so far.
We got a season and a
But
movie, so we really haven't gotten much.
Right. We haven't gotten much from it, but it's still one of the biggest animes right now.
I would probably.
I recommend the first season of Attack on Titan as well.
Really? Nah, bro, you can't say no to Kame got killed and yes to season 1 of Attack on Titan. Eren's mom getting chewed up right in front of this nigga, bro.
So there's a reason, right?
And it's honestly
in
pretty scary.
the first episode of a Kame get killed, right? This dude, he goes to like the mansion and finds out that his two best friends are being raped and tortured.
Yeah.
You don't
I mean, I would put that up there with a kid watching his mom get bitten in half by a fucking giant right in front of him.
That's fine. That happens. It's a giant.
No.
We've learned that from like.
And that's not the only time that people are getting eaten that season. Like, I wouldn't put season 1 of. I would put season 1 of Attack on Titan with a Kame got killed. That's like something that y'all watch once y'all are already into watching anime, and people are gonna tell you about it regardless. Yo, you gotta watch Attack on Titan. You gotta, you know what I mean? I would honestly put Fire Force there for a beginner. Fire Force, I would 100%. My Hero, definitely my hero.
I definitely recommend it to people, especially if they like comic books and stuff like that. I was like, oh, you're gonna love My Hero because everybody has like superpowers and they have like a whole hero society.
I would also tell them to go watch Dragon Ball from the beginning, not like Z, or like watch Dragon Ball when he's a kid, because I recently said before.
I would only recommend that if they like the combat in anime. Then I'd be like, all right, cool, go watch the classics now.
The thing, Goku doesn't really fight until like the first. When was his first fight in Dragon Ball? It wasn't up until he didn't really fight until the tournament, which was like almost 20 episodes.
If they want to like fight. Well, I guess if you want to like just do like a
Dragon Ball is a lot more than like Dragon Ball is more the adventure side. Dragon Ball Z is when they're just like, yo, these niggas is boxing for real, like earth shattering blows. Like Cowboy Bebop is definitely
Once they get into it, then you recommend like
the longer stuff, Fairy Tail, Hunter Hunter,
Piece, Naruto.
You don't ever recommend One Piece to if you love and value your friendships. Don't recommend One Piece to them niggas.
Don't let your mind be sculpted by other people's shitty opinions. All right, you watch it, you form your own opinion of it, and then once you do, and you can actually say, "Yo, I gave it a shot,"
and then you can say whatever
you want about it. Say whatever you want about it.
You know what was one anime I could never get into that like it has like this cult following, everybody fucks it heavy. Neon Genesis. I could never get into it. I gave it a shot.
I was never like a fan of like the whole like. I'm lying. I'm a liar. I loved Gundam, but only like.
I definitely didn't like Gundam.
Like Siege.
I've had this conversation a couple of times with our boy Gershon. I've never liked Gundam, and he would always like talk. He would be like, "Yo," so he's like, "Yo, but why don't you like it? Like, do you remember which ones were the ones growing up that you watched?" Name wise, I don't remember it, but if anybody out there knows, if you know, you know. It was the one that I specifically hate is the one that used to come on before Dragon Ball Z came on Toonami on Saturday nights. Whatever that Gundam was.
Gundam Wing? You hated Gundam Wing?
That shit used to put me to sleep, boy. I'll tell you what.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think he told me the same thing too. He was just like, "Yo, bro, alright, come on." And it was like the same. I did like the animation style, but just the story, I'm just like, yo, the shit is kind of like whack. Like, I don't know what's going on.
It's very like dialogue heavy because there's a lot of like political stuff that goes into a Gundam series period, which is fun. Another like, I wouldn't really classify this as like a mecha anime because they're not like giant robots fighting in space or anything like that. Gundam but like, Metabots is also great.
That sounds familiar. I feel like I might have like grazed past that.
Metabots is a very heavily slept on show. Like,
what was the one we were talking about it not too long ago? That had a game that came out like on the Switch or some shit. Was it Zoids?
Zoids
is actually low key good.
Yeah.
Zoids is actually
You got the
really
Liger, and then yeah, bro.
Zoids is
Zoids is
good.
fire.
Um,
And then yeah, but Metabots, bro. Think of Pokemon, but with like little robots.
that's mad fun.
Or no, I would say better yet, Digimon with like little
Yo,
robots.
now that you brought that up, we gotta talk about this, bro. I swear to God, the Pokemon anime is blowing mine, bro. That shit
I
right
don't
now,
watch it.
it's Pokemon Journeys right now. It's actually exclusively streamed on Netflix. Um, so that it comes out like they drop like the full seasons, so fully dubbed and subbed and shit. Animation wise, it's way better than the last season than the Sun and Moon anime, 'cause that was like a huge complaint that people had. Um, but I'll say so right now, Ash isn't actually like fighting any gyms or anything like that. Like he's not even going through what's that new region in Sword and Shield? Whatever. He's not doing that right now. They're just going around. He's going back to meet old friends, old gym leaders. He's having rematches and stuff. Um, and so this anime is kind of like a. I think he caught which starter it is that he had. I don't even think he has one of the new starters from this generation.
It's not like Score Bunny or anything.
No, the kid that's with him has a score bunny. It actually evolved into a Cinderace already. But listen to this, right? The one season that Ash isn't participating in a Pokemon League, this nigga already so far in this, aside from Pikachu, right? He got a Riolu egg, which evolved into a Lucario. So he has a fucking Lucario. And then he caught a fully evolved Gengar and a fully evolved Dragonite. That's his fucking team right now in the anime. And I'm like,
What?
dog, the fact that he's not participating in a Pokemon League this generation, and he
Shame.
has some of the most broken fucking Pokemon, bro.
First
Oh
of all, how do
my
you even
god.
like get yourself a Gengar, my guy? Like
It was
come on,
already.
bro.
I watched the episode of the Gengar and the episode of the Dragonite because I was like, I can't believe this shit, my nigga. The Gengar was actually abandoned by its old trainer. It was released and abandoned by its old trainer and left in a mansion. And for some reason, every time these niggas see a mansion, they always need to go explore it.
Oh
and
man, that doesn't sound familiar at all.
The Gengar actually ended up.
Wonder how he got a Charmander.
Yeah, same fucking. Well, nah. Well, Charmander was abandoned but left outside, like in the forest or some shit. Fucking So this Gengar, when they went to go, when he went to go to the mansion just to explore it and shit, the Gengar was pulling pranks on them, and they realized it was a Gengar, and then it ended up not leaving them alone. It ended up sticking to Ash's shadow throughout the series, and would fuck with him constantly that way. And I thought that was actually pretty fucking funny, cause I'm like, yo, this nigga's a dickhead, like, and
Well, they did say like Gengars are like natural like pranksters.
yeah, that's a fact. And then he eventually ends up catching it when they need his help, you know, Team Rocket or some shit, whatever, blah blah. Same thing with Dragonite. Ash went to this like valley, and it was full of like Dratini, Dragonair, and some Dragonites there too. And the Dragonair that saved Ash's life because of some Team Rocket shit ended up evolving in front of him, and then like just Ash apparently the Dragonite was just like, yo, my nigga, I'll go with you on your journey. What's up? And Ash was like, all right, cool. I don't got to put in work to catch you. Say less. You're a pseudo-legendary. And so is...
Sitting there fucking fishing for hours just to get a goddamn Dratini.
Oh, no, bro. Listen, I tell everybody this. If you guys are playing through Fire Red and Leaf Green again, there's actually a legit glitch in that game. When you get to Misty's town, you know the Nugget Bridge? The guy in the top that gives you a nugget, before you talk to him, go to your box and replace your team with like just one level 2 Pokemon. Go to that guy, talk to him. He's going to give you the nugget first. And then when you lose that battle, you go back to him. You keep the nugget that he gave you. You go back to him and you can farm nuggets from him. So you can literally sit there and like farm like 50 nuggets if you want to. Then you go back there and you beat him. And now you have 50 nuggets in your party. And then what I do with that is that I just buy my Dratini from the game corner instead of going to the Safari Zone, because I'm not trying to sit there for fucking 37 hours trying to fish for this bitch when I could get a level 18 one for the game.
The same thing.
Yes, I support
Pokemon
way. Trafficking from Team Rocket. Yes, I do. I'm paying for this Dratini. I don't care. But in general, you could just farm those nuggets just if you want to just have mad fucking money and fire red on
buys
the green.
Pokemon, he doesn't adopt them.
Oh
Cancel.
fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck. Team Rocket, Team Rocket supplied me with one of the best Pokemon on my team. I support Pokemon trafficking.
Horrible.
Give me that. But yeah, it's just in general for anybody that was listening, you could have definitely fire red and leaf green. You could farm nuggets, and that shit is just super fucking clutch in general to have mad money because you never know. You never know.
Think we could leave it there.
I never freeze.
I guess we are 20 minutes over, 12 minutes over.
Facts.
Whatever. Yeah, thank you for everybody that showed up to the podcast today. You guys are great. And if you don't mind, if you stick around, I'll be playing, I think, Martha. I don't think I've ever, finished Martha. So
Martha.
I'll definitely be doing that. That game is shit quality, but it is
Does the job.
scary.
That's a fact.
Yeah. But yeah, again, thank you everybody, and we'll catch you later. I'm gonna hit this BRB screen, and we'll be back in I'll be back in 10.
I won't be back.
Right.
I'm out this bitch till tomorrow. We're gonna be streaming the PlayStation Showcase, 4 p.m. EST.
Oh right, yeah. I'll be at work.
I'll be streaming that bitch. Y'all already know.
I don't even look at my schedule